Monday, Tuesday to the end of the season now. So let's see how it goes. As out come the teams, Wrexham and Forest Green. That terrific noise from the Wrexham fans. Wrexham in their red and white shirts and shorts. Forest Green in their away kit, which is black and black mostly, with sky blue flashes across it. And this, well, it could be a day of days for Wrexham. But first and foremost, deal with the challenge in front, deal with that stubborn Forest Green side.
Just take our time, sort of really build the pressure over 20 minutes and not rush into anything and give something away silly very early on, which would make it very difficult for Wrexham.
So let's have a look at those teams again then. Wrexham unchanged from the team that was brilliant in beating Mansfield on Tuesday. So it's Arthur Okonkwo in goal. The centre-backs, Max Cleworth on the right, Owen O'Connell in the middle, and Tom O'Connor on the left. Right wing-back Ryan Barnett, left wing-back James McLean. In midfield, Elliot Lee on the left, at the centre of midfield, George Evans in the middle, Andy Cannon on the right, and then up front Ollie Palmer and Paul Mullen. The substitutes for Wrexham: Mark Howard, Ben Tozer, Luke Bolton, Callum McFadden, Jordan Davis, Jake Marriott and Stephen Fletcher. Forest Green have Vicente Reyes in goal, Ryan Innes, Richard Keogh, very experienced centre-back, and Jordan Moore-Taylor are their three centre-backs. They play in a similar formation, should I say, to us. Fankati Dabo is at the right-hand side wing-back. The left wing-back is Jamie Robson. Emmanuel Osadebe, Callum Jones and Charlie McCann are in the middle, and up front Jordan Garrick and Christian Doidge. The subs for them: Jamie Searle, Dom Bernard, Kyle McAllister, Dominic Thompson, Jacob Maddox, Tyrese Omotoye and Harvey Bunker, as Forest Green are turning this around to the boos of the Wrexham fans.
We've been scoring a lot in front of the Kop recently. I don't think it makes a big difference now we've got the four stands.
Totally agree.
And if the ball goes in, it's a goal. It doesn't matter which end it goes in.
I also totally agree with that. So Wrexham getting ready to get started. It's Sonny Gill, the referee today. As Arthur Okonkwo's trotting to his penalty area. Forest Green still in their pre-match huddle. Wrexham fans singing "The Reds are going up." And there's a great atmosphere brewing here.
I am very nervous, as it feels like a big game now.
Oh, it certainly is, isn't it?
If this was the start of the season, it would be very run-of-the-mill, I suspect, but it's not.
Exactly. This is the sort of game where you think, yeah, okay, you know, we should be all right. We're against bottom of the table, but Forest Green, at this point in the season, teams start doing things that they couldn't do earlier on, and that's why they're in this mess, but they'll be fighting like crazy. As away we go, Mullen pops it back to Cleworth. The noise is terrific as the ball's knocked towards Palmer. Goes beyond it, Barnett's there, and in the end the ball's scooped away. Evans keeps it alive but just launches it into his own half, and Cleworth will have to be careful here under pressure. Decides not to go back to Okonkwo, gives away a bit of a soft throw-in. Christian Doidge chased him, but could have dealt with that better.
Yeah, all a bit nervous, really.
So an early throw for Forest Green in an attacking position. Goodness me, the wind is getting up, and it is, I think, in Forest Green's favour too. So there's a challenge for us. The throw-in will be taken by Robson, who throws it short, and Cleworth is sticking tight to his man. Good return ball. Robson has to dig out from his feet and loses it though. Cannon, early ball, looking for the pace of Mullen. The wind, look at the wind holding it up, and he flicks it over the defender, and he's on his own, driving in towards the box. Can't quite take the ball with him though. Good recovery by Moore-Taylor. That's a strong wind blowing in our faces, isn't it? Evans to Barnett, who's under pressure and loses the ball to McCann, and Forest Green thrash it clear. But wow, yeah, seeing the wind affect the ball that much, it's going to play a role in this game, I suspect. Here on the left-hand side now, Elliot Lee. I don't like that. I don't want any freak conditions to affect this game.
I just wonder if the wind slowed the ball up there for Mullen.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it helped him to get the ball as McLean tries to feed it in the box. A easy clearance, although not very
That was
well executed by
I
us.
thought he had a bit more time to maybe do something better there.
He's given us a throw at the edge of the area, which is taken quickly before Evans can get there. And who's got the throw decision now? Wrexham have. Both sides thought it was theirs. So now Evans will take a long throw from the edge of the box, left-hand side. The centre-back's arriving late. It's thrown in short. Evans available for the return pass. Lee swings it in instead. Good header clear on the edge of the area. Barnett bring down. The fans say shoot. He scoops it into the box, headed half away, and then helped on again. Barnett's there once more. 2 men on him. Does well. Feeds it back to Cleworth on the halfway line. Good early pressure this from Wrexham. Cleworth looking to hit Palmer, who gets around the back of his man. Can he keep it in? He drives it across the face. It had gone out. The flag was up. Goal kick, but Wrexham gets a corner, in fact, yeah. So Wrexham getting at them. I didn't think it was, but...
No, it is a goal kick.
It's a goal kick, yeah.
It is a goal kick, all right.
I was going to say, that surprised me a bit.
Yes. Well, we know why now, because it wasn't... Sorry about that. Everyone seemed to stay in the goal mouth then.
It didn't look like it was in, that was.
Yeah.
There might be a camera angle on that, but that looked in.
So... Wrexham may be unlucky there. Flag went up. Palmer put it into a dangerous position. So now, long ball driven through the middle. O'Connell heads it up in the air. Barnett fighting for it too, and then good work by Evans coming back and just nicking the ball away from Jordan Garrick. Wrexham clear. Cannon tries to help it on and jumps again. He's jumped into rather, and the decision goes Wrexham's way. I thought that clearly came off Cannon.
Yeah, that looked like a Forest Green throw to me.
All our players walked confidently up the pitch, and the Forest Green players just followed rather than appealing. It's strange.
I thought it was possible push on Cannon as well. It was a strong challenge.
Yeah, I thought that rather than it being our throw, but anyway, it's gone Wrexham's way, but it's cleared. Elliot Lee now with an awkward bouncing ball. Garrett gets up. He's got no support though, and it's tidied up nicely by O'Connell now. Wrexham tidy little patterns in their own half, trying to just pass their way through Forest Green. They find McLean in space in the halfway line. Forest Green have most players behind the ball. Evans pivots and evades Garrick with his pass, and we continue to build patiently from the back. Ball's pinged out to the left. Lee now has got McLean beyond him. Mullins pulled out to that flank as well, and that trio want to play. Only 2 defenders covering them. They go back out of there though. O'Connor has now joined in the midfield. Forest Green packed in into the edge of their area. Nice little ball. Mullin trying to just back into his man, but he couldn't lay it off. Poor clearance though. Mullin has it left side of the box. He goes back outside to McLean, takes a touch, doesn't rip it in. He's got Evans in support. He sits a right foot across, hits the first defender. Wrexham penning them in. That's what we want to see.
A lot of pressure from Wrexham in the early minutes here.
Yes, it's been a good start this.
They're in control at the moment.
So here now is George Evans working it across and getting it back from McLean. Evans feeds it to the edge of the box. Good run that by Palmer on the left side of the box. Peter back to Evans. Evans just received it on the back foot and has to just keep the possession by going backwards to O'Connor. But again, Wrexham asking questions of Forest Green. We switch to the right-hand side. Cleworth has got Barnett outside him, and he's eager to get it. Cannon's made a great run. Again, he does that so often into the right channel, into the box. It was a difficult pass. Cleworth held on to it, passed it around, found Barnett. He's under pressure, and he's lost the ball. And now Forest Green will look to break until Cleworth. Brilliant tackle. He doesn't just slide in and tackle him. He keeps the ball. Lovely work. It's gone out for a throw to Forest Green, but great defending.
He's just such a good player. He's really developed throughout this season, I think.
Throw on the halfway line then, left-hand side. It's put down the line. Good, had it clear by Cleworth. Mullin will keep it in. He's pushing it back. Referee spotted that and gives it. So free kick to Wrexham in their own half, right-hand side. Mullin rubs his head. So O'Connell feeding it across to O'Connor. James McLean breaks down the left-hand side. Lee takes over, back to the halfway line. Still sunny here at the racecourse. The wind seems to have just abated a little bit. Palmer back to the halfway line. Wrexham absolutely monopolising possession and just being patient, quite rightly. We have the firepower to cause Forest Green problems. Just need to work the right situations. Cleworth stands it up. Palmer, edge of the box, goes down rather easily under pressure, but Wrexham win it back straight away. Evans knocks it wide. McLean, 35 yards out, back to the halfway line. O'Connor comes driving forwards. McLean's outside him. He feeds a good ball to Palmer. Unlucky. He tries to flick it around the corner for McLean, but it was intercepted and played up to Garrick, who's looking quite solitary up front at the moment. Mullin puts pressure on the ball. So does Palmer. Forest Green feed it across to the right-hand side. Yeah, Dabo, who's very much an attacking player, is really most of the time being camped on the right side of his box. So Steve Cottrell is screaming at his team to get up the pitch. He doesn't want to see them bogged in like that. It's fed wide by Keogh and given away by Innes. Can Wrexham break? No. Evans feeds it long and gets it wrong. McLean's really chasing him. Well, he chases and forces a hurried clearance. I mean, he sprinted almost the length of the pitch then, didn't he? Palmer's penalised. He's a bit unlucky there. Made contact on Keogh. I think Keogh just felt it and knew he could go for, hit the ground and ask for the free kick.
It's a bit disappointing as well, because Cannon was on the other side going forward as well. If Evans had gone the other way, it'd been a lot more dangerous, I think.
Absolutely. I just want to say as well, many thanks to Bud Jackson, who has let us know that an absolutely die-hard Wrexham fan, Roy Smith, sadly is very unwell at the moment and is in hospital. And for him, I really hope he can make a recovery and come and watch us in League One hopefully next year. We really hope if our thoughts are with Roy's family, Deborah, his wife, and we really hope, Roy, that you can get through this, mate. Really do. Let's get you at the racecourse again. Here's Ryan Barnett knocking it long now. Paul Mullin looking to get goal side of his man. He does, and Palmer feeds it back to him. He's done well. Mullin's been held back. He's pulled to the ground. That's a yellow card, and will Sonny Gill go to his pocket? I mean, for me, that's a cast iron yellow card for Jordan Moore-Taylor.
It's a proper professional foul, isn't it, in all fairness?
And no attempt to get the ball.
Yeah, Mullin's beaten him. He's going to run at the last defender. So, you take one for the team. You know you're going to get booked. And then because it's the opening stages of the match, he doesn't even get booked. He's very lucky.
He didn't even get much of a talking to, except I think the ref told him to calm down.
Yeah, he's lucky there. Anyway, free kick to Wrexham. Pop quickly to Frank. Barnett has got the full-back isolated. Shapes to go outside and then rips the ball to the far post. Too much on that. Lee will retrieve it on the left flank, though George Evans is in support. Evans taking a touch in the middle of the pitch. Just thinking of Lee coming on the pitch here for the first time, and we're losing at home to Eastleigh in the National League. He scores 2 goals, and now here he is playing in a game to try and get us up into League One. Isn't that a fantastic journey? Here he is driving forwards, works it wide. McLean sweeps a good cross in. Too much on it. Barnett might get to it. Well, it's headed partly away by Robson, and Barnett will let it go for a corner, but it won't. And in the end, it is a corner. In fact, Barnett took a quick throw.
It looked like he flagged for a throw-in then, didn't it?
It did, didn't it? And at the last moment, he lowered his flag.
I thought the leg had come round Barnett and played it out for a throw-in.
Well, I think Barnett and the Forest Green players thought that as well. But corner, Forest Green have everybody back. Wrexham's furthest player back, Barnett, is 30 yards out. So again, a chance to not only to attack Forest Green, but to create a situation where they're hemmed in if they do deal with the corner. So it'll be O'Connor.
This wind is really strong. You can tell it's affecting Wrexham so far.
It's an in-swinger to the far post. Good ball in, unlucky. It's headed wide, well wide. Cleworth attacking it 6 yards out on the stretch and just couldn't get high enough and up to control it. Good delivery though.
A little bit too high, but he was in the right place there.
Yeah, just looking at the replay, I mean, he and O'Connell step off the keeper. He gets it well. I don't think it would have fallen kindly for Wrexham if he hadn't gone for it. He's 6 yards out. It's a chance, but a difficult one.
It shows what Forest Green are here for, though. They've come to defend and try and catch us on the break. I think with everybody being back for that, they didn't leave anybody up to try and give them an option if they win it.
Absolutely. As Reyes takes the kick, headed firmly away by O'Connor. Palmer did a good start to the game, lays off sure-footedly to Mullin, and Wrexham recirculate it. Barnett feeds it down the right. Cannon, his body language is good. He opens up both options. Cannon feels he was blocked off as Palmer plays the return ball. Ref doesn't give the foul. Now Forest Green can look to play their way out from the back. Cannon decides to press. Palmer joins in, trying to put pressure on the ball. It's laid off and knocked long. Cleworth underneath it. Heads it away. Garrick is beaten in the air by Evans, and then it's given away by Forest Green. Barnett nips into it. Early ball over the top with the wind like it is. Mullin is interested, but Innes beats him to it and launches it back over his shoulder. Unlucky McLean tries a difficult take, can't quite pull this off, throw on a halfway line.
A lot of pressure from Wrexham in the first 10 minutes, but to be fair to Forest Green, they are dealing with the pressure so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for all our possession, we haven't actually really threatened their goal.
Yeah, just that header from Cleworth, which, like you said, it was a very difficult chance. As long time Innes has taken on the throw, and then it comes straight back to Wrexham. Cleworth leaves it for Okonkwo. Okonkwo doesn't come, so Cleworth gets rid of it to Barnett. So Wrexham are a bit panicky there. Cannon's across now. The ball's fed forwards and picked up by Dabo. Rolls it back wide once more, and Forest Green are happy to get it back into their own half as McCann feeds it backwards. More Taylor to Keogh. Keogh happy to stand on the ball for the moment. Remember, you can get in touch using the hashtag AskWrexham, ASKWXM on Twitter. We'll have a quick look at those soon. As the ball is locked over the top by More Taylor. Poor ball straight through to Okonkwo. Thus far, and I emphasise, thus far, they've been poor on the ball, Forest Green. They've not moved it around very well, and they've just knocked it long and ceded possession quite easily. Here's Evans now. Cleworth is available outside him. Wrexham in no rush. Moving the ball around. O'Connell deep in his own half. Yeah, Wrexham have a grip on this and just need to keep passing, keep moving. Cleworth, nice little ding to Cannon, takes it well in his chest and pulls an unlucky, good idea, first time pull back for Mullen, but it was just behind him. The clearance hangs in the wind and Evans puts it back in there, but it'll be brought away from goal and clipped nicely over the top for Garrick to chase. He's got more pace than O'Connell, but O'Connell's got enough to go shoulder to shoulder, put it out for a throw by the corner flag.
It's good strength from O'Connell there.
Absolutely. So, an attacking throw for Forest Green. And again, as the ball is left for More Taylor, the fans are unhappy with the time they're taking over their set pieces. So, still, he stands with the ball in his hands. And having taken it, it's just taken straight off the pitch by Garrick.
A waste of time that was.
Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe that's what they were aiming for.
Yeah, to be fair.
But yeah, are we going to see a record for the earliest yellow card for time wasting? Yeah, not that anyone knows what that record is. Cleworth throws it just over Palmer. It's pumped back in towards the edge of Wrexham. Evans heads it away comfortably. Headed back in once more, and again it's Evans breaking play up. Can't find a teammate though as he prods the ball clear. And it's worked backwards into the Forest Green half until a great interception by Lee. Only Palmer is available. Works it wide. Now Palmer left side of the box. Tries a cross. It's blocked easily. Mullen. Oh, he leaves that, and he's right actually. I thought it was his ball, but Evans gets there, finds Barnett bursting down the right, little pirouette, but he's held up, so he squares it. Evans crosses, it's over Palmer's head, defender heads it partly away, and then tucked away from Cannon on the edge of the box. Cleworth brings an awkward ball down well and stands it down the second hole, but it curls out the play before it comes back in.
It's a good little burst by Lee. It's just a bit disappointing, the return pass from Palmer. I thought he had more time to find his man. Yeah,
Palmer had a bit of a chance there to do something damaging. Didn't quite manage it. Throw in then, again, which More Taylor takes. Throws down the line with distance. Evans scrapping away with Doidge, and it's cleared over the top for Mullen, holding her up on the right hand side. He's got a man touch tight, holds him off well though, and lays off for Barnett, who bursts past his man, sweeps at the cross. Good header away by Keogh for a corner. That was a decent cross, I thought, in terms of hurrying the defence.
Again, more pressure from Wrexham. Forest Green just look a bit unsure clearing the ball, don't they? They look very nervous.
Oh yeah, I mean they're stubborn, and that's our problem with them. But they are struggling to get a foothold in the game, aren't they?
There's no confidence in the side. They're not holding the ball, they're not moving it very well, and just looking their line up for their corner, they've got everybody back.
Here comes the in-swinger from O'Connor again, and it's headed away from the keeper. Mullen from a tight angle, stabs it back in, it's blocked on the line, and it's in! A lunging finish, I think that's Elliot Lee! The messiest of goals, but brilliant from Mullen to keep that alive. Reyes got underneath the ball, defender headed it away from his hands, The ball was going out, but Mullen had dropped off beyond the far post, and brilliant technique to side-foot it back in. It was blocked on the line, and Lee lunged in, and Wrexham have that big lead in this massive match.
The early goal is going to be so important. Great, well, it's a scrambled goal by Lee, but yeah, the touch from Mullen was just magnificent.
It was a scrappy goal, Mark, but no one in this stadium cares. What a goal. Buzzing.
He did well, Lee, to stretch and get there. It's an open goal, but it's a long way away from him. But the way Mullen kept that alive was brilliant. I was going to say for the previous corner that Cleworth nearly scored from, I think, looking at the movement of Mullen from that one, I think O'Connor was looking to hit him beyond the far post, that set piece that we do, but the wind blew it into the goalmouth, and I think that happened again. But Mullen, having backed off, was able to feed it back in. But brilliant technique by Mullen, who now charges down a clearance from Keogh. Falls kindly for Forest Green, who respond to that by sending 3 substitutes out to warm up. Knocked over the top for Cleworth, who does well actually to head it in the air and then get out to play.
It's going to make the game a bit more interesting as well. Forest Green will have to come at us now.
I don't think they will just yet. Well, don't get me wrong, they'll look to if they can, but we're not at the point where they've got to take chances yet. At 1-0 they're still in the game, and I think they've got to well, Cannon feels he was fouled and takes it off the pitch. They've got to stabilise this game as they waste another throw-in.
That's a mess, that is.
Yeah, McCann just cushing it back straight out of play.
For all we were saying at the start of this match, Forest Green don't look that good.
No, but we mustn't rule them out.
Exactly. They can get a goal from a corner or on the break. Let's not disrespect them completely.
But we got the start that we wanted, and we've got to really try to take advantage of that. I think Forest Green can't take chances yet. I think the way this is going, if they're 1-0 down at half-time, they'll be happy, and then we'll be able to reset themselves. Or we'll hope to. Here's Keogh. There's an attempt at an overlap down the left-hand side by Robson. Keogh's not going to gamble possession with that. Or Taylor clips it into the centre of midfield. Garrick's dropped off, but he's lost the ball. They really are, at the moment, struggling to hold on to the ball. And here's Cannon now, miscontrols it and loses possession. Has a little tug at the shirt, but he's held off well. And it's worked over to the right-hand side, but Wrexham put good pressure on, and the ball has to go all the way back to the keeper Reyes, who by all accounts has been outstanding from this season, but made a mistake that gifted Mansfield the only goal of the game at Field Mill last Saturday. Again, they're moving it around at the back. McCann hasn't got many options though. Keown feeding it back across to McCann, deep in the Forest Green half. He feeds it forward. Great interception by O'Connell, and he clips a neat ball to Palmer too. Palmer keeps it moving. Evans sees a chance of an overlap. Cannon chasing after this, just beaten to it by Keogh. I think the wind stopped that from being a perfect defence-splitting ball then.
It's the speed Wrexham are moving the ball about as well, and it's just beating Forest Green.
So, O'Connor feeding it across to McLean. A brief interlude in the crowd noise. It's nice to be following Wrexham and noticing when the crowd doesn't make a load of noise. You know what I mean? O'Connell, who made that interception so well to beat Deutsch to it and set up that last attack. O'Connor has a good ball. Mullen dropped between the lines, and Mullen's done well to spin and work it wide. McLean out on the touchline. He's got an overlap in Lee. He decides to go backwards instead. Wrexham have got the lead, and there is no imperative to rush things. O'Connell now carrying it forwards. Luke Bolton gets a round of applause as he goes to warm up. Lee from deep, cutting inside. Mullen wants it. He's dropped deep, 30 yards out. He's got a man on him. Works it back out to the left-hand side. O'Connor feeds it to the corner of the box. Lee turns, doesn't quite take it with him. Finds Mullen. He's going to hit this. He drills it along the floor just wide. Reyes, I think, felt in control, but it wasn't that far wide. A good effort.
Yeah, it was only a couple of feet wide. I think Reyes would have thought that's not going to beat me.
Yeah, he was in control of it, but having said that, yeah, he was. It was a good hit by Mullen, who I believe had some sort of milestone recently. I can't remember what that was. Reyes then with the kick. Eventually, he looked like he was time wasting a 1-0 there. He hits it long, and O'Connor misjudges but does well to get to it first, and George Evans completes the clearance. The ball is picked up on the right hand side, but the pass is giving Dabo nothing to chase for. He does well to get there, and he surely fouls O'Connor. Yeah, free kick given. Yeah, he just overcommitted then. Fair play, he was quick and he chased a lost cause, but he wasn't in control once he arrived. Conco allows O'Connell to take over. Kuwith now back to Okonkwo. So we're happy just to move the ball around at the back. O'Connor, that's unlucky. Wow. He tried to pick out Palmer, and the centre back Keogh slipped, managed to head it away when it was on the floor, but now he's late, runs the edge of the area, lays it wide. McLean stands it up under the bar, and Mullin scores! Mullin's 103rd, and Wrexham are approaching the safety area pretty quickly. With lovely clip by McLean after a good burst by Lee, chipped it in, simple close range header for Mullin, and that comfort zone feels close right now.
It does. Mullin's never going to miss that.
This is simply dominance by Wrexham.
Yeah.
This is beautiful to watch. We're packed in their half. Forest Green look like a lost cause. You can see from their body language that they've had enough. This is beautiful football by Wrexham.
We are well on top of this. It's got to be said.
And that second goal is going to be a killer, I think. It's really going to affect in the minds of the Forest Green players.
Well, I'm temperamentally going to keep arguing against your optimism, Andy. I don't want to tempt fate, but I've got to say, this at the moment is abounding. Forest Green have got to improve markedly to turn this into a contest. As here they are again now. Long ball played this time by Moore Taylor, and it'll bounce all the way through to Okonkwo. Wow, great start this. Milton Keynes are winning against Mansfield, just to calm us down a touch. But like I say, yeah, we got to get this done, and at the moment we look like we're getting this done, and that's the most important thing. Gillingham Barrow is 0-0. Stockport are winning against Morecambe, who, I've got to say, of all the times to play Morecambe, just after they've had 3 points knocked off them, which pretty much ends their season probably. So Connor, unlucky, likes to thread it through, doesn't get it right. Intercepted by Innes. Oh, Lee pressing brilliantly on his own. Knocks the ball out for a throw to Forest Green, level their area. Great energy. You know, Elliot Lee has continued to be important for us, but hasn't had as much creative spark lately. But I'll tell you what, Tuesday and today, he looks right in the mood, doesn't he?
He does. He didn't play for one game, didn't he? And then he's come back, and those 2 games he's looked so much better.
I mean, yeah, exactly. As now an attempt to burst down the flank by Dabo, but he overruns it. And it'll go back to Okonkwo. But that's it, isn't it? I mean, ironically, he didn't get much of a rest. He had to come on for about 25 minutes as Mendy got injured. But yeah, he's done well, isn't he? Palmer is backing into a long throw. Keogh's got his hands all over him. Palmer, that's brilliant. And he gets the free kick in the end. Fair play to Palmer, he did brilliantly there, didn't he?
Oh, protecting the ball, and he was superb doing that.
Neil! Hey.
Neil has joined us.
I remember that guy. George Evans and Lee and O'Connor happily just retaining possession and asked Forest Green to come out of their shape and get it off us. They're showing no sign they want to do that. O'Connell.
Yeah, I think, since we scored, I thought they'd have come at us a lot more, but they still be holding that defensive shape, don't they?
I don't think they can afford to come at us because we'd really hurt them.
Yeah.
And I'm not. I mean, I'm sure they came here with the mindset of first and foremost keep it tight.
Park the bus.
But having said that, I don't think they have much option either.
They've got nothing to lose now, Mark, have they, really? So,
but thus far they can't keep the ball anyway.
No, very
and
true.
So, they may be defending through choice, but they're also defending through necessity because we are playing much better than them. Long ball, Palmer had a runner going outside in McLean, couldn't quite reach it. Evans as well to get to that, and he's fouled. Free kick in midfield to Wrexham.
They're getting frustrated, aren't they, now for Forest Green, I think. Yellow card.
Oh, that's a little harsh, I think.
I think he went in with his studs, didn't he? Caught him with his studs.
His
studs up.
Yeah.
Osadebe, it is the midfielder who gets the yellow. I can't help noticing, I know there's no real evidence of anything, but the first time I've mentioned his name. which doesn't tell you something about how the midfield battle's going.
Yeah. They're just Forest Green is second to the ball, aren't they? They're just not getting there. We're just in control at the moment.
That is a really good image to give people who are listening. Yeah, you're exactly right. When the ball drops loose, we get there.
Yeah, it normally happens to us, doesn't it? The opposition, away teams come in, dominate possession, but do very little.
Here's Barnett now, feeding it to the edge of the D. A little bit of space for Mullin, but can't turn in time. Back to Barnett. Barnett's got Cannon outside him and uses him. Cannon level the edge of the area. He's got a man on him. 2 against 2 in the corner. As Barnett and Cannon exchange passes, Cannon heads towards the corner flag, then comes back. Barnett again. They may want to get out from there. They do. Back to the halfway line. Patient play by Wrexham. O'Connell squares it. Space for O'Connor now. And here's Mullin dropping off to the left.
He's all over the place, isn't he?
He is, and he's loving this. He's got Lee 25 yards out now, prodding it into the edge area. Return ball by Palmer. Lee tries a lovely looking reverse pass. It'll roll behind for the goal kick. But what a cute idea by Lee. Just didn't get right.
Seems to carry on from Tuesday night, haven't they, where their passing was superb on Tuesday, and they're exactly the same today, which is what they need to do against a really tough opposition. I thought Lee might have taken a shot then, to be honest myself, but
I thought it was sat up for the
him.
And he looked like he was thinking it, but he was doing that deliberately to deceive the defence, wasn't he?
And they don't need to rush anything now. They can have 3 or 4 passes on the area. There's no
like
pressure
3 or 4
on them.
goals. So.
Forest Green tried to come forwards immediately again. Wrexham break it up, and it's a good spread back by Lee. Barnett has to sprint actually to keep it in, and he has done, and he's presented it to McCann, but Barnett's quickly up back on the pitch, having run off it to keep the ball in, and stops McCann going forwards, and in the end it's fed backwards into the Forest Green half.
Look how quickly we got our defensive shape back up again, though.
We're so disciplined, don't we?
It's like a well-oiled machine, isn't it?
I see Palmer then off the ball, just dropping a little bit deeper, but he's on his toes ready to sprint in case the press is triggered, and he's also just adjusting just to make sure he blocks the passing lane into the middle of the pitch. It's all really well organised. Lee anticipated that then, but couldn't get across in time, and now it's Innes driving down the right hand side. He's got players attacking the box, to be fair to Forest Green, but it's a poor ball. O'Connor clears. Palmer, heavy touch, but he does well to find Lee. Such vision from Lee. Pings it first time across the pitch, chipping it over 2 men, and now Cannon is breaking forwards. Mullin, oh dear, Mullin was trying to time his run to not be offside between the centre backs. Cannon looked up to see if he was offside, took his eye off the ball, and it went off the pitch.
Off his shin, yep. For me, Cannon should have just knocked it into the space going towards the corner flag and then run onto it rather than trying to dribble it and had a foot race with their defender.
Yeah, he could, or just do it early and back Mullin's pace. Mullin wasn't happy with it. Long throw down the line by Moore Thompson, takes a touch off Doige, and it's clipped over the top by McCann. O'Connell takes control, tells Okonkwo to go back into his goal mouth, and he quickly helps it on to O'Connor.
They're not putting players forward, are they, Forest Green?
Yeah.
It's also the speed that Wrexham are getting in shape and moving that ball back around, and we just saw it there. It's
Their striker was
control.
lonely on his own then, and we had just such a number of options for the outlet from Okonkwo then.
Yeah, and that attack before when Innes had it on the right side and put a poor cross in. That's the first time we've really got players running into the box in the whole game, and then he went in at the first defender anyway. Wrexham happy to move it onto the back. Rob Ayala is saying a great start by the team today. Oh, hang on, Cannon's chasing a lovely ball, and it's a super tackle by Moore Thompson as Cannon was in the box racing after it. Defender had to go to ground and stick it. Yeah. I think he might have stuck it out the ground actually.
It had to be a perfect tackle as well, didn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say he had to get that right. He would have cleared Cannon off the pitch,
and it was in the box. So Evans with a long throw from the right hand side. Rob Ayala was just praising Ollie Palmer. I'll get back to that in a moment. Let's see what happens in this long throw as O'Connell goes to the near post. Evans goes in behind the keeper. Palmer is on the goalkeeper, Reyes. He's got a lot of people standing around him. There's 2 defenders in there as well. He's going to struggle to get through to reach anything that goes in the 6-yard box. Throws it in the near post, headed back to Evans, who's got time to set himself and cross. Sweeps it in right footed, good block, corner. Robson just got across. Oh, goal kick. It must have been a double ricochet.
Must have been a ricochet, I didn't say it, to be fair.
Well, Evans didn't argue. Rob Ayala says, I'm watching Ollie Palmer. He doesn't get starts, but he occupies. I'm going to. Eyesight's failing me here. What's wrong with me? But he occupies defenders and frees up space for the other players. So it doesn't get stats. you know, like his goals and assists. But yeah, 100% correct. He really does a good job discomforting centre-backs and pulling them away from Mullin as the ball's knocked long and headed on. The great partnership that did that in my memory of watching Wrexham was Steve Watkin and Gary Bennett. Watkin wasn't a big bloke like Palmer, but is extremely strong back to goal, and really did a whole awful lot of hard work occupying defenders, and then Bennett would capitalise ruthlessly on the space he created. Bennett's third most goals per game in the history of Wrexham Football Club, behind Paul Mullin in second place. As a long ball by Cleworth hangs in the air, and good work by Keown to get a foot ahead of Palmer. The other thing is Palmer's up against Keown, who has played a lot of football at higher levels. He's very experienced. He's McLean now taking on his man. Dabo gets a touch. Is that a corner? Yes, it is.
Double ricochet off McLean then. I thought he was going to give a goal kick again.
So here's O'Connor with an away swinger.
Again, Forest Green are packing their box.
Yeah, they brought everything back, but on the last one they actually left the striker forward, which they haven't done this time.
Yeah, O'Connell went to have a chat with Phil Parkinson then, so some instructions gone out of the pitch as O'Connor pulls it to the edge of the area. Cannon slips though, doesn't get there. The fans tell Evans to shoot from 35 yards. Instead it's back to the left, and here's O'Connor again taking on his man. He's got an overlap and he uses it, and Cannon feeds it back to the edge of the area. O'Connell hits it on target, takes it deflection, and it's 3-0! Wrexham are having a ball, cruising. I mean, that was lucky, but then we were persistent when the corner didn't work, and O'Connell hit it on target, deflection, sent it dribbling past Reyes, who was being deceived by the deflection, was helpless, sitting on the floor, and we are, I said about comfort zone at 2-0. The sofa warehouse now, isn't it, really? Let's just sit around. Beautiful. Cannon pulled it back. O'Connell, oh, is it a double deflection?
I think it came off Cleworth.
Oh, really? It definitely hit a defender, and it looked to me like it was going wide from the previous angle. Oh, it might well be.
I think Cleworth is claiming that.
Right, we'll try and clear that up. But if he got 2 in a week, well, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Anyway, this is looking good now. I'm going to stick my neck out and say I do feel a bit more comfortable now. A lot of people going for a cup of tea.
Yeah, you need to go for a cup of tea and 10 minutes to go.
Yeah. Well.
The tension has gone from around the racecourse anyway.
Yeah.
Atmosphere is superb.
Absolutely. I got to be honest, Andy. The tension was just us.
Mansfield have equalised against
Mansfield have equalised. So as things stand, we'd get promoted today, but there's a lot of football to be played.
There is.
And like I said, the important thing is we get this job done, and frankly, we are.
Yeah, that's all we can do is do our job, and you know, we've taken off where we finished on Tuesday. You know, we've been superb yet again.
Yeah.
And Forest Green haven't offered anything at all.
Not at all, no. Sonny Guild as well there, gives the throw to Wrexham. It was a Wrexham throw, but from his angle it could have looked like it came off a Wrexham man last. Christian Deutsch started to feign surprise and then thought, I can't be bothered. Nice ball down the line by McLean. Lee fights to keep it in and spins it past his man. Brilliant play. Lee on the back of the fence is fouled. No, ref says not. And the ball is cleared.
I'd like to see that again.
Yeah. Although to be fair, the ref just got a different position right, so maybe, you know, he was closer than us. Here come Wrexham again. No, it's a good return ball to Lee from McLean. Cuts into the edge of the area. Tries to play a reverse pass and it's blocked. Lee is absolutely in the mood. Also Debbie driving forwards, good run by Deutsch to the middle, but he just dallies until McLean, he tracks him from the right, slides in and tackles him. He's still got it on the left and feeds a poor ball forwards.
He was looking for somebody to run for him, and there was nobody going anywhere from Forest Green.
McLean did well as well, just Cleworth rather, stepping in and just not a side-footed tackle, it was also a side-footed pass.
None of the Forest Green front two are looking interested in this match.
I mean, as Garrick's trying to drop off, trying to run in behind, he just feels like he's on his own, chasing shadows with 3 good defenders and inaccurate service. I have sympathy for him. Barnett clips it, looking for Palmer, who again holds it up in edge area. Keown's arms around him then, and Palmer went to ground. No foul given. Cleworth wins a 50-50, and Cannon helps it on. Good touch by Palmer again. Cannon has got Barnett outside him. McCann just fouls him. He's furiously protesting his innocence, but it was clear foul. I've got to say.
Foul, yeah.
Taken quickly. Cannon now has Barnett with him. He cuts inside and beats McCann though. Doesn't drive on. Feeds it back to Cleworth.
We've got so much space there in the midfield, haven't we? But they're sitting so deep for the screens.
Yeah, absolutely. At the moment, the two strikers are about 40 yards out. As we move it around on the left-hand side, around 40 yards out.
That's one difference between the two sides. You know, Palmer and Mullen are really hassling Forest Green's back three.
Yeah, they're just dropping off. We've got lots of room in midfield. Here's a little give and go. Lee to Mullen, feeds it back in, takes a deflection across the face, a goal! And the keeper just grabs hold of it. Yeah. That was a panicky moment for Forest Green there.
Yeah, they're just sitting back and just letting us pick our passes as we want to. I think they've accepted defeat, I think.
Well, I hope so. Yeah, there's Dabo tracking back, but his deflection just took it into the goal mouth. There was actually no Wrexham player in there, but it was still a little bit of panic.
3-2 Conquo was going out.
All the way through, and well, big kick by the keeper, catches the window. Conquo fields it.
I think the keeper thought he was the only player who could score on the pitch for them.
Does that count as a shot?
If I go say Forest Green's first effort and goal, a kick from the hands of Reyes. That says a lot, considering it's the 38th minute. Long ball towards Palmer, who gets behind his man and brings it down. Mullen's going into them, and that's a good tackle. Throw goes Forest Green's way as well. Yeah, Moore Taylor, I thought, timed that well.
I think Palmer would disagree.
I would totally,
and Neil would.
I would totally disagree with that.
I'm not biased, you see.
Yeah.
Nor am I, really. But, yeah.
And judging by Parkinson's hand gesture there, I think he disagreed as well.
Yeah, I think sometimes managers do disagree with refs anyway, though. I've got to say.
I should be manager then, eh?
I think so.
Because I disagreed with the ref.
O'Connor helps her onto the left-hand side. Eden B. Island enjoyed that goal. What a cross and goal. McLean and Super Paul Mullen. Let's get another, lads. Yeah, it's a heck of a good start, this. We did get another after that, didn't we? Yeah. I just forgot the score.
Have they confirmed who it was? Was it Cleworth?
Good ball towards Mullen. Great interception by Keogh. Mullen's on his own in the box. And a good follow-up challenge by him as well to deny Cannon. McCann now trying to bring it forwards, gives it away again. O'Connell. I mean, this is... it's like fielding practice for O'Connell. They just play inaccurate passes. Yeah. It's almost like they play the passes that make him look good. He just steps in and takes it away from people.
Clears everything up, yeah.
George Evans to McLean on the halfway line. That's some 3-0 up. It's really impressive. A Conquo to Cleworth. Poor pass. Now then, can McCann do something with it? He's got Doidge attacking the box, but Wrexham are getting back much quicker than Forest Green are getting forwards. Dabo, the wing back, was right back with his defenders then, even though Wrexham had the ball on the edge of our area. And now they've actually, for the first time, starting to move it around in our half, but we've got pretty much everyone but the strikers behind the ball, challenging them to work their way through us.
Mullen shouting at Evans and he should be making a tackle.
Mullen now just closing in. Great work by Cannon. Wrexham keep our shape and just force the mistake. Now Cannon's got 2 men to beat, and he rolls it down the line to Mullen. 2-on-2 now. Mullen running at Keogh, who's class and experienced but hasn't got pace. Mullen gets to the edge of the area, bursts past him, clips it just too much on it for Palmer. Goes behind. But that's exactly what we've been doing, and Forest Green just walking into it. We just kept our shape, and in the end they panicked and played a loose pass, and Cannon snapped into it. Brilliant from Cannon.
I think Okonkwo played the ball there and said, go on, have a go, I'm bored.
Okonkwo?
No, he miskicked that.
Oh, I see, and he gave it away.
Yeah.
Well, like that fourth goal against us on Tuesday, we just need to watch out for lapses at the back because it's so easy.
Have they confirmed who scored the third goal? Was it Cleworth?
Don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I might try and claim it. What do you reckon?
Long legs. Long leg mark.
Here's Barnett now. Cannon's making another run over the top.
Yeah, he made a great run then, didn't he?
He makes so many good runs. And you know, even if he's not played in, he's just stretching those defenders and forcing them back and making little areas of space behind where he's run. His movement's brilliant. Here now on the left-hand side is O'Connor. And he does well trying to get down the line. Palmer, well, it's a foul on O'Connor anyways. Palmer can't quite take the ball cleanly. Martin Legg, quite rightly. When Palmer's strong, Lee is sparky, and everyone else is switched on.
Yeah, the whole team have changed, hasn't it? Their quality has just gone up a notch in the last couple of games.
Barrow have had the players sent off, Eric Lopak saying. Ooh. Yeah, he said when those factors are in place, they really are a force to be reckoned with. As here's a bit of skill by Lee, he was loving it out there, isn't he? He's having a great game in midfield.
He's just stepped up from the last couple of weeks I've seen him.
Superb. Barnett now has got 3 men on him. Sidesteps one, cuts inside, finds some space. Mullin's asking for it, gets it. Barnett's fouled off the ball, it seemed. Nothing given. And Forest Green again are tying themselves in knots in their own box, and then Dabo goes back to the keeper, and it's launched long by Reyes. O'Connell nods it down, and McLean, will he be able to keep that? He will.
Well done.
Goodness me, the work rate in this team. McLean keeps it in. And McLean's a machine anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a tremendous player.
Here's Cleworth now. Barnett's outside him. Lifts it over the top. Nice idea from Mullin. Keogh should get there first. In fact, it's headed away by Moore Taylor. Throw to Wrexham, 35 yards out. Good hands by the ball boy. Throw back to Cleworth. That ball boy's had more touches than some of the Forest Green midfielders.
Oh, that's harsh, Mark.
But is it inaccurate?
No.
I think Opta will back me on this. Here's O'Connor clipping over the top. That's a great ball towards Lee. The backspin keeps in. Lee's on the back of the fence. Takes a touch. Drills a shot. Is that over the line? No. Keeper spilled it. It looked like it might have gone over the line. Lee followed it in and looked like he was going to knock it in anyway. Somehow it went away. Glorious pass down the flank by O'Connor. Lee drills it in. Oh no, I think he's just saved that, I think.
Yeah, it hasn't gone over the line.
Fair play. But brilliant stuff again from Wrexham.
We're so clinical on the break, aren't we?
Yeah.
Absolutely. What a ball by O'Connor, rather. Here comes the corner then. O'Connor swings it in. O'Connell climbs. Oh, he can only flick it on. Driven by Mullin! It's 4! Mullin helping himself. It's Buffet defending, and Mullin is loving it. Took a deflection which helped, but I'm starting to be willing to tempt fate now. 4-0 up after 44 minutes, and I would say 4-0 slightly flatters Forest Green, if anything.
They haven't got anything to offer at all, and I hate to say it, it's almost a disappointing match to watch because there's no competition here.
What's
Disappointing match? What? Which team are you supporting?
Right, consider yourself on the yellow card.
No, that's a red. He can
Do you
go.
think straight red?
Sin bin. Send him to the dressing room.
It was a good strike by Mullin. The deflection is what made it a goal. He won't care.
It is great watching Wrexham win 4-0.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I hope it's not 4-0 because we could really foul our boots as Mullin complains he's fouled from the restart. Sheesh, this is fun. Here in the middle of the pitch now, Forest Green. It's not good for them. This is a Callum Jones dreadful pass. They've been poor, haven't they?
Really?
Yeah. McLean gives it away. We'll forgive him that. It's helped on nicely by Debbie down the flank for Dabo. He's got space now. What can he do? Hits the goal line, pulls it into the goal mouth, and Doidge flicked it on. I think it was O'Connell who got a block. Has he? No, I don't know. Well, it's gone behind anyway.
No,
sorry, I thought the line's going to flag for a corner then.
Their striker tried to flick it through his legs and he just got it all wrong and went out for a goal kick.
So Wrexham putting in a performance here. Have we added time?
They've just announced and I missed it, Mark, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we thought our fourth official here sat next to me when I noticed, but as in Che.
McLean's chasing a loose ball now. Davo will get there first, but decides to thump it out of play rather than trust his keeper. They look really rattled, don't they?
They do. I think they've given up, to be honest, Mark. You can see it in their body language.
There'll be a throw which will be taken by McLean. He sends a bit back by Gill. About 10 yards by the end into Forest Green's half, so he leaves our corner.
I think their manager's just checking on the results to see if they're relegated.
Oh.
I wonder what's going through Steve Cotterill's mind now he's taken the job and seen this.
Well, he has done a good job of rejuvenating them, but it looks like I said, they've had a punishing schedule and have done really well in the 4 previous games. Only 1-1, but 3-0 at Crewe. They were unlucky not to get something from Mansfield on Tuesday, but this is a game too far. Hey, maybe we're a team too good.
On this form, Mark, we can beat anybody.
Yeah, exactly. As Palmer now rolls a short ball in the overlap to McLean, who sweeps it in looking for Mullen. Just beyond him, Barnett is here, slices his shot over. Mullen wanted it back in there, and he acknowledges the quality of McLean's ball in, which was just too high, but Wrexham continuing to push on.
Which is great to see, we're not sitting on the back foot and just letting them in.
Yeah.
We could really punish them this afternoon.
Exactly so. Wrexham looking very, very impressive here.
It's just the amount of fans moving around as well. It's just like everybody's just in a party mood now.
Yes, everyone's going off to get their cocktails at half-time. Evans is tackled in midfield and Garrick hooks it over the top, but McLean can let that bounce out of play.
The game's ours now, we can do with it what we want. We can play quiet football at the back and just control football, or we can go for the killer punch and go for 3 or 4 more goals.
The way we played this week is very reminiscent of our last Football League promotion, 2003, when we finished the season on fire and we beat Cambridge 5-0 and Carlisle 6-1 to set ourselves up to get promotion at Orient. And those consecutive home games, I always remember before those matches go, please finish the job, and they did. And this is how we've taken Mansfield and Forest Green on, isn't it?
I don't know whether they found 3 minutes at a time, to be honest with you.
No. Well,
there's been no injuries or anything.
Perhaps the rest on overtime. Double time after 45 minutes.
Well, we've played the 3 minutes now. Free kicks for Forest Green on the right flank. Wrexham hold a high line. It's stood up towards the penalty spot. Cleworth gets up. Deutsch heads it down, but there's no one there. And Okonkwo can go out to the extremities of his box to pick it up. In fact, he rolls it to McLean. The ref, I suspect, will blow.
Yeah.
I know these refs. He blows. It's 4-0 at half-time to Wrexham. Time flies when you're having fun, and that felt like about 15 minutes. I mean, Andy hated every moment of it, but I thought it was good.
I thought it was superb. I thought we finished off where we started. Well, we started where we finished off on Tuesday. Played superb football. Maybe a couple of lucky goals with deflections, but yeah, I'll take it all day, every day.
I would like to point out in our defence that I was the one saying at 2-0 this is looking very good and very easy.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
And somebody else I was trying to think of wasn't 100% happy with the way things were going.
I just don't want to tempt fate, that's all. But that was a magnificent controlling performance by Wrexham. People often say before these sort of games, wouldn't it be lovely if we can get a couple of early goals and really feel comfortable. Mission accomplished in that regard. Fabulous.
Totally agree.
And
Vinicius Junior and on to Bellingham.
PlayStation. Jameson Black Barrel unlocks a richer taste experience from barrels charred black by fire for notes of butterscotch, toasted oak, and moments like this. You're built different. Breathing new life into broken. Taking matters into your own hands. Assembling big dreams from the small things. Never stopping until you find the right part at the right price. That's the eBay way.
Hello, football fans. This is a smart meter display. It helps you tackle energy usage, manage your spending, and keep you on target. Now that's a hat trick. Search Get a Smart Meter today.
Vinicius Junior and on to Bellingham.
PlayStation.
Jameson Black Barrel unlocks a richer taste experience from barrels charred black by fire for notes of butterscotch, toasted oak, and ooh, moments like this.
From the Mullen goal from our house.
Wow.
And we live, for those of you who know the geography of Wrexham, down by the golf club. So that's a fair distance. It takes me 10 minutes to drive there. Here, rather.
Well,
Whoa.
the atmosphere has been fantastic today. There has been a special air about the place. I have got to say, Wrexham have been tremendous. But come on, Forest Green, you'd expect them to give it a little bit more fight. And maybe this is why they are where they are.
What a stretch this is for Lee, though, where he attacks it and he really gets on the end of it. And we just watch it.
Say again?
Just watching Lee's where he stretches and gets the ball.
On the screen. Sorry, I didn't know what you're talking about. That I was watching the players warming up. But on the screens, the Lee goal, where he does really well to get to it, doesn't he, in the goal mouth? And the old cliche, he wanted it more. And then it's Lee driving forwards and causing all sorts of problems, doesn't he? All through the game.
Nobody came to close him down there.
McLean, lovely little dink. And Mullen.
It's too simple, that, isn't it? It's just too easy.
That is true. But I must say, we're criticising Forest Green, and they deserve criticism. Let's not kid ourselves. But the fact of the matter is
we've been excellent,
Yeah, it's us. We're playing out of our skins, and we did that to Crawley, and they're a good team on Tuesday.
But you'd expect more from League Two opposition, I'd say.
Well, if you remember when we played at Forest Green, they played really well, didn't they? And so, to be fair, it's just I think we're now in such a rhythm that we're really hurting them. Here we see Cannon pulling it back. O'Connell drove it.
And they're unlucky there as well.
I think that might be the defender. I don't know.
It's so quick.
Yeah.
It's just the way people go to congratulate.
Clues doesn't celebrate, does he, though?
Yeah.
It's really...
That's maybe an own goal.
Yeah, O'Connell's shot's off target. Well, it's deflected off target and then hits a second person.
It's that second deflection that makes the difference.
Yeah. Let's have a look from the other angle. O'Connell drives it in. Yeah, it's going very quickly, isn't it? My gut feeling is that's an own goal. I message my son. He's behind the goal. See if he can shed any light on it. Although I suspect he won't be checking his messages. He's be too busy feeling happy back there, going nuts with his mates. Jarvis says a bad half for the vegan fraternity. Yeah, but you have to falafel. Johnny Awesome hopefully is correct in saying back-to-back promotion is imminent. Goodbye League Two, we hardly knew ye. Love it.
That is a wicked deflection for Forest Green. Obviously it was a good shot by Mullen, but it just flicks off the player's foot and into the top corner.
Yeah, good strike, isn't it? But like you say, it's going low to Reyes' right. He's committed to it, and then suddenly it's going high to his left. He's got no chance after that deflection. And those half-time results, a big game at the bottom, of course, for Forest Green, with Crawley playing Colchester. And Colchester are winning at Crawley. Wow. Colchester did play well against us in Stockport last week. But that's a surprise, isn't it? Crewe are losing at home to Grimsby. How does anyone lose at home to that Grimsby team? That's harsh, isn't it? But
that's harsh.
True. Gillingham beating 10-men Barrow. That looks rather sweet for us. Sutton are winning at Harrogate. Colchester and Sutton and Grimsby, the three teams above Forest Green, all winning. That's not good for Forest Green. That's the sort of insightful analysis I bring to the party. Stockport are winning 2-0.
Because Forest Green are already 3 points down on whether they could.
Yeah. So the live table looks rather tasty for us now. Of course, we would be promoted if the scores stay like this. And let's be honest, really, it's what happens between MK Dons and Mansfield that matters now. Yeah. Because Barrow are in real trouble, and this game, well, sticking a fork in it, surely it's done. And then that would send us up. But, Crewe losing again. We're 12 points clear of Crewe now. It says something about our finishing run.
Such a magnificent season we've had.
Crawley really dropped out of the playoffs, and then looking at the bottom, Forest Green would be 6 points adrift
with 2 games to play.
Yeah. So
what's their goal? They're basically gone.
Their goal difference is 10 worse than Sutton, who they'd be chasing.
They're 6 points behind, so it's not officially that they've gone, but they will be.
I mean, I'll argue that if they're 6 points behind, then to save themselves, they've got to win 2 and Sutton have got to lose 2. So that minus 10 goal difference could certainly be turned around, couldn't it? It could. I mean, there'd have to be some decisive results in that, but then, there could be.
Talking a couple of 3-0s either way.
But having said that, they also could do themselves a favour by getting something back here. As we see the stats, no shots from Forest Green, and that says everything, doesn't it? They've had 32% possession, and that slightly surprises me if I'm totally honest. Goodness me.
And even their pass accuracy at 64% is quite high for what I've seen.
Yeah, mind you, when you take into account the sort of passive passes between centre-backs, that'll make up a good amount of your passes. When they're coming forwards, they're not probably finding their teammates, are they? Goodness me, what a one-sided first half that was. Sharon on Ask Wrexham says, hope they get the locker room vibe for this game in the dock. Yeah, be great. We need welcome to Wrexham in the changing room now, don't we? Well, maybe after the game. Regular Ask Wrexham correspondent puts it in a nutshell. Absolutely beautiful half of football from the boys. Nothing more to say. Yeah, absolutely.
It's just one of those outstanding performances, isn't it?
Listen, I'm sorry. Just cryptic. Won't somebody think of the tofu? Mercy, mercy. Aw. They do some good food there, I've got to say. Although, on a carnivorous point, Pamela has been sacrificing Ask Wrexham meat pies all week to the football gods. I think that might be why we're doing so well. What have you ever sacrificed for a football result? Have you ever sacrificed something to the gods?
No. Other players' legs, am I allowed to say that?
So again?
I was going to say other players' legs.
Oh yes, you consistently sent the offering of a wounded midfielder, didn't you? That was beautiful. This guy kept the NHS in business through the 80s and 90s. But goodness me, fantastic stuff, isn't it? Cryptic says, tough choice of man of the match so far. O'Connell. I mean, the issue of picking a player, which we'll have at the end of the game, is, who hasn't done their job. They look, they are immense, aren't they?
Brilliant. Yeah, everyone's been brilliant.
I agree, O'Connell has been very impressive. But then Mullen, Lee's in my mind.
Yeah, I'd say Lee's.
Yeah. I would go for Lee at the moment.
Hayden B. Island saying the fitness levels are immense. I mean, they are, and I think they've shown all season. I mean, McLean is a freak. Cannon often gets subbed, but that's because he puts so much work into the first 75 minutes.
And only 3 in midfield. If you're going to take one off, it's quite a good place to start, because that's where you get your fresh pair of legs. So it makes sense to me as well as a sensible move.
And we've not even been able to use James Jones much in the last half of the season, and that guy can keep going. Goodness me. The fitness levels fantastic, aren't they?
And again, he hasn't been making the starting lineup, James Jones.
Well, he's injured. Yeah. So T-Jock and wife saying, according to my maths, if results hold, Wrexham are up 100% correct. If it stays as it is, we've done it.
There's a lot of football to be played yet in the other games.
Yeah, absolutely. Blake says we're all just going to have to frantically refresh the league table to keep tabs on Mansfield and Barrow for the next hour or so. Yeah, exactly so. spots
as we
that.
were saying at the start of the game, really, it's about us doing our job here, and I think we've done that. And if it's not today, it could be Tuesday or next weekend. I don't think those teams are going to catch 82 points.
It looks promising, doesn't it? David Ketley says Wrexham's highest league win, 10-1 against Hartlepool United, 3rd of March 1962. Nevertheless, says that'd work, or let's break our records. Well, I mean, the issue is we will soft pedal in the second half, probably, because this game's won. Goal difference, I don't think, is all that important. It's just the points that we should be able to get enough points anyway. Not that I wouldn't love that.
More goals would be nice.
We want to entertain our people, don't we? Mullin will be keen for at least one more, won't he?
Yeah, I mean, love that hat-trick.
He'll be seeing this as a chance to get a good bite out the second 100 goals for Wrexham.
And also, Mullin will be thinking, there's Fletcher on the bench. He will come on at some stage, I suspect.
That Hartlepool game, the 10-1, 3 Wrexham players scored hat-tricks in that game. That's not bad, is it? Wyn Davis, who was a young, promising Welsh striker, who went on and Ron Barnes, as the teams are back out. George Evans there, another player who's been impressive in the first half, but then they all have been. Terrific stuff from Wrexham today.
Do you make an early change and give somebody like Marriott a run out, see how many he can get, to see what he's worth for next season in some ways?
Try and convince Mullin that that's the thing to do.
Yes.
I feel as well there's that etiquette amongst football managers that, if you start making sort of substitutions like that just to give people a game, you're disrespecting the opposition, and I think managers tend to try and avoid doing that sort of thing. Well, not that Marriott's not a good player, though. Maybe I'm being a bit too sensitive in thinking that, but I suspect Parkinson will just treat this like any other game, because a big part of football management is keeping players' feet on the ground and not talking like we've been. Because we've been getting quite carried away, but if you're in charge of a team, it's not.
You've got to be professional, haven't you?
Yeah. So I think we'll see the usual pattern of substitutions. I want to see Mullin score a hat-trick.
Oh, I'd love to see that now.
That'll take him, another record he's nudging towards. The trouble for Mullin is that Tommy Bamford has got such... I was saying before about goals per game. Yeah, Bamford is top of that. Bamford's top of everything. And his figures are so astounding. It's really difficult for Mullin to get near them. Mullin still needs, despite this burst of goals after getting 100, he still needs another 100 to get to Bamford's figure. Wow. He scored over 200.
His goal per game ratio was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's something, off the top of my head I can't quite remember, but it's something like 207 out of 214 games, something like that.
Yeah, that's
something mad.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Wow. But Mullin is second in that list, and I think if it hadn't been for that injury he picked up in pre-season and the subsequent problems with his back, I think he may well have got close to beating Bamford to 100.
He's struggled to pick up his form to start off with. It's crazy the amount of goals he's got this season, isn't he? Because a lot of people have said he's had the poor season, which is not true at all.
He has the best goals per minute ratio of any player in League Two this season.
Wow.
So if he'd had the same amount of games as Macaulay Langstaff, he'd be ahead of him as Forest Green restarts. So let's see him fill your boots, mate. Forest Green drive it over the top. Like I say, I'm not biased. O'Connor repels it. Palmer, good flick, and here's Mullin bringing it down. A cute back heel to Palmer. Does well to take it in his stride. He's got Cannon to his right, but he looks the other way for Mullin, and that just is under hit and allows an interception. Not the best kick by Reyes, so it flicks through to O'Connor. McLean now on the left. Wrexham go back into their own half. So, fast start by Wrexham to the second half. It's picked up by O'Connor. Rolled into Palmer, who pops the ball back to Evans. Not an easy pass, but one he executed nicely. O'Connor again goes long, but Palmer isn't going to get to that. Bounce through to Reyes. The wind is still up. It hasn't affected our quality, let's be honest. It's behind us, if anything, now, isn't it?
Yeah, the wind is on our side now, I think.
Here's Keogh at the back. It's Forest Green, again, just moving it across the back three. Callum Jones in midfield is trying to direct operations. Dabo, good skill, dances past McLean, crosses the halfway line now, feeds it inside nicely, and Garrick works it to Doige in space, right hand side, danger here, cuts in, feeds it across the face, it's miscontrolled, and Evans deals with it brilliantly, not only tackling his man, but then calmly poking the ball out to start a potential breakaway, driven long by McLean, too high for Palmer. It was half a chance, that.
Yes, it was. But to be fair, the way Wrexham broke away from it, I think really sums up this game as well.
Yeah. It was Robson, the left wing back, who got himself into position, and it was a good burst by Dabo, who beats McLean. Like I say, Dabo, the player who's got a good pedigree, but was singled out for really unpleasant criticism from Troy Deeney. So much so that it played a role in him losing his job. Mullins well offsides, but luckily for Wrexham, Dabo intercepts and puts it out to play for a throw, and so we still have the ball.
We were talking about half-time about Parkinson being professional, but I think managers need to be professional after a game where you get beaten. You don't single out any individual players, you just say, like, the performance wasn't up to standard.
Well, exactly so. Exactly so. There's a real celebratory atmosphere here. Goal was not long. Palmer jumps, helps it on. Cannon bursts onto this. Mullins in the middle. McLean's unmarked at the far post. Cannon cuts inside his man. Can't get the cross off. Feeds it back. Barnett can. Sweeps it in. Under the bar. Easy clearance by Innes to Lee, who brings it down edge of the area. Good tackle. Mullen hits it. Big block that. Terrific block. Mullen, I thought, was odds on to get his hat-trick. But a block on the edge of the area by, I think it was Innes. Oh, won back by McLean. Wrexham attacking again now. Lee pokes it forwards. Mullen edge of the area. He hits the left-footed shot. Easy take for the keeper. McLean was unmarked in the box, and he's not happy he didn't get that.
He looked furious, but you can't blame Mullen for having a go there.
No. So, Wrexham, terrific atmosphere in the ground. Dabo knocks it long. It's O'Connor underneath it. I'm just looking at the latest scores and trying to work out if something's happened at Milton Keynes to spur this on, because the noise is amazing. O'Connor pulling it back to O'Connell. Okonkwo now has it on his right foot, drills it long, headed firmly down into the ground. Cannon receives it, feeds it out wide. It's Barnett now cutting in. Oh, it's a poor challenge on Cannon.
Should be a booking that.
It's got to be a booking that. It isn't. He's not giving it. And he was late. He went right through his legs. The noise here, though, I've got to say,
just listen to that. I can barely hear you, man. It's incredible.
Brilliant, isn't it? It is. Mansfield are winning. So, Wrexham are in a great position. We need MK Dons and Barrow to drop points. Draws would be fine. They're both losing, and Barrow are down to 10 men. As the ball's dinged forwards by O'Connell. This is fun, this. The ball's helped on. Now Garrick is making a run. It's launched for him to chase. But O'Connor's there first. Intercept. He can't control it. Through in. Wow. Todd Cross says, please say happy birthday to Angela in New Zealand. Angela, you might be having a particularly auspicious day to celebrate a birthday here. McCann squares this. It's a little poke down the line by Moore Taylor. Robson now, level the Wrexham area. Back to Moore Taylor, who plays a good return ball over the top. Has he got too much on it, though? Yes, he has. That's good defensive work again on the cover by Cleworth. Well, it's going quite well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going our way at the moment, isn't it? So there's still a long way to go in the other matches, but we're looking at 2 goals.
Oh, Andy, you should be tempting fate more.
This atmosphere is just brilliant, isn't it?
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah. Amazing.
I looked across when I was saying that, and I goes, "You chuckling, Jay?" It's the right thing to do. It's the right situation. Okonkwo hits a goal kick looking for McLean. It's a hell of a pass. That McLean cushions it down to O'Connor. It's nice. Lee on the halfway line, fouled. Free kick. They must know. You know, it was like when we didn't know the score. But you think something's happened to spark this. The players must know that things are going well elsewhere. O'Connor stands up the big diagonal for Barnett, and Barnett picks it up. Palmer's in the box. Mullin's arriving. Barnett cuts inside. He's got support. Finds Cannon. Cannon surges into space. Barnett's left. Puts it across. Palmer back to goal. Brings it down. Tries to turn. He does turn. He can't get past the second tackle. Wrexham win it back. And Barnett, well, I thought was fouled on the edge of the day, but the play continues. Garrick has got Doidge ahead of him as he breaks down the right. McLean tackles him well. Great work from McLean. And the break is on now. Palmer making the run. Mullin takes over. Surges forwards. Runs into a tackle from McCann. O'Connor keeps the move going. Relentlessness. McLean on the left in acres of space. Cuts in and takes on his man. Pulls it back. Oh, he's picked up McCann. He drives it away. And still the pressure will come as O'Connor has it. Pokes a good ball to Lee. Forest Green are leaving space all over the pitch here. Lee. Back to the corner of the box. McLean. Lee. Oh, tries the fancy schmancy scoop down the line. Gives it away. But it's chipped straight back to Wrexham. O'Connor drives to the edge of the area. Can't get the shot off, but he holds on to it, and he's tripped, and that is a free kick a foot outside the box.
This is Paul Mullin territory.
Paul Mullin was there straight away.
He can't wait to take this, can he?
If anyone wants this, get lost.
Good way to get your hat-trick, mind you.
Just left of centre. Just outside the box, where it's been put down is about a yard or so outside. That goal he scored against Barrow is the only free kick he scored for Wrexham, by the way, so...
Is he going to produce something magical here?
You never know.
I think Tom O'Connor's saying, Mullin, I wouldn't mind this, by the way.
Yeah, O'Connor's there. He scored more free kicks for Wrexham, to be honest.
An excellent free kick take as well.
Yeah.
But you'd like to see Mullin hit this.
O'Connor's taken a meaningful run-up. Mullin has as well now. Let's see, four-man wall. Mullin hits it into the wall. Good block. Oh, that's got to stop play there because Doidge has gone down. Yeah, he's got to stop play. Doidge he jumped back up again, to be fair, but that hit him full on the forehead, and he dropped like a sack of potatoes. And fair play.
Yeah,
he got straight off.
You've got to make sure players' health and well-being's good.
And let's be honest, do we really need a fifth?
Yes. Be nice.
It would be there. Actually, yeah, we do. So
let's get it fairly without players getting injured.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he's up and the ref's happy. And it'll be a drop ball, uncontested drop ball, giving the ball to Wrexham. About 5-6 yards outside the box, left-hand side. The referee is rightly telling all the Forest Green players to get away. It's an uncontested drop ball. Wrexham, interestingly, you're sitting deep, and Mullin plays it straight back to Lee. Oh, Lee didn't see, turned his back to keep the ball moving. Mullin, from that pass, made a lovely little spin and sprint towards the edge of the box. But Lee hadn't seen it. Oh, my words. O'Connell feeds it out. This is lovely, isn't it? Barnett driving down the flank. Cannon makes a run. Has he gone too soon? No, he hasn't. Barnett's gone down off the ball as Cannon wins the throw by the corner flag. The referee goes across to speak to Barnett. And that's the sort of diplomatic body language of a man saying, yeah, I saw that, but you've got to throw by the corner flag. So don't worry too much about it. So, a chance for Evans to put a long throw in, should he choose to. It's about 10 yards out on the right-hand side. And Evans setting himself. Hurls it to the near post, but can't get enough on it. Poor clearance though, and Clewis tries a shot. It's gone well wide, but it'll be kept in on the left-hand side by Mullin, who holds it up nicely. And then tries a little turn. Defender do well to stick to him. Mullin knocks it off Garrick, who's back defending, and it wins it back off him, and is very unlucky when he's penalised. It was robust from Mullin.
It's a bit of a soft call from the ref there. So.
Exactly. The crowd today, 11,450, 375 from Forest Green. I think it's a long journey to watch a team play like this, and they're claiming that.
Waiting all week, spending all your money, and coming to see this must be very disappointing.
Mind you, I got as far as Kidderminster before I found out that Forest Green's pitch had been flooded all week, and they bothered to tell us. So maybe, well, it's not their fans' fault. That's smallish by this season's standards. Away end is why there's less than 12,000, of course, because if the opposing club doesn't tell us in time how many fans are coming, then we can't sell those tickets. As I just had a gasp then, because I thought 2 Forest Green players had crashed heads, but they hadn't. Luckily, Cannon can't keep it in after Barnett did well to achieve that feat.
We have continued where we've left off from the first half. It's this Wrexham moving the ball so much quicker than Forest Green.
Exactly. Here's now a neat little ball outside to Garrick from Jones. Garrick has 2 players to beat, and he cuts inside and runs into a tackle from Lee. Throw for Forest Green, 25 yards out, right-hand side. It'll be Fassi to take it as the Welsh anthem rings out, raising the rafters here at the racecourse. Fantastic, this. Dabble throws it in, good tackle by Lee. Mullins on his own up front, he finds him. First time ball's a good idea, looking for Cannon. He doesn't find him, but Palmer comes back and wins it brilliantly, turns past his man and spreads it brilliantly to Cannon. Barnett driving over the halfway line, Cannon's ahead of him. Barnett runs into trouble, but he's held onto it well and finds Cannon. And now Barnett's herring ahead of him. Cannon scoops it down the line for Palmer, who's pulled Innes out from the middle, and Palmer drills in across and wins the corner. Ruby Slippers says all my screaming has overstimulated Bo, so now I'm having to throw tennis balls while watching the Reds stomp all over Forest Green. I hope Bo's a pet.
Me too.
As if not. That's a really weird tweet. Brilliant. Right.
Again, I find it interesting that Forest Green haven't left themselves any sort of exit from the corner.
Yeah, again, well, I think they're just concerned that we've caused them problems on corners. They feel that taking the gamble of a man out of the box means they've left someone unmarked, perhaps. Here comes the in-swinging corner. Firm header clear by Keogh. Barnett brings it down 25 yards out and immediately flings it out to the flank. O'Connor sweeps it back in. Too much on that. It bounces out for a goal kick. Franco 10-7 says, following Wrexham from Puebla in Mexico. Wow. Well, brilliant. Could you please say hi to my dad, Francisco? Feliz cumpleaños, Francisco. And if you're wondering why I'm wishing you a happy birthday, it's all our birthdays today if the results stay like this. Believe me. Dabo, dreadful pass. Cannon intercepts. Palmer plays it back. Evans now 40 yards out, winds it out to Cannon. Barnett is in support, receives it, and Wrexham are just slowing it down a little bit here. It's George Evans now. Wrexham feeding around to the back. Paul Sessler says, gents, we're enjoying a broadcast from suburban Chicago. Looking and sounding great. Oh, wow. Excellent. Well, thank you very much. How you know how we look? They must be putting us on the stream. They know that, hunks like us sell tickets. Cannon jumps. I like how nobody reacted to that. They all just accepted it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Here's Cleworth now in his own half. Wrexham just having a little breather. Wren, quite rightly, has accused me of blasphemy for saying, do we really need a fifth? I know. I didn't mean it, Wren, don't worry. I'm still a true believer. Wrexham moving it around and enjoying the crowd. O'Connell goes for a worldie of a pass and doesn't quite find him. And Barnett, the intended target, sticks his thumb in the air and says, wow, thanks.
A great idea.
Oh, just
a
nailed
little
that.
bit too much power, but fantastic by O'Connell.
I don't know if Barnett's just slightly struggling there as well. It seemed like he pulled his leg back.
Yeah, I think I thought exactly the same thing. I thought, oh no, don't do your hammy. But I think he was just hopped as he realised he couldn't reach it in frustration, I think, because he looks fine. Ball drops loose from the throw-in. Garrett's trying to battle for it. Fair play. He's put in a good shift with little hope of reward. McLean, nice first touch, sets him to try and drive past him. He cuts in. That's good strength by Garrick. Oh, sorry, Ben McLean. Garrick cuts across him and McLean just handed him off. Great work. Lloyd Dabler, I like this. Our Hollywood owners know reruns get boring, so they're going to give us a whole new set of teams to play against next season. I like that. Here's Lee now. McLean, level the edge of the area, taking on Dabo. Lee again, good run by Palmer, he finds him. Palmer holding it up left side of the box, spins, drives in the cross, takes a deflection, kind one for Forest Green. McCann clears. Deutsch on his own up front, lets it bounce, and that allows O'Connell to take it from him. And Wrexham feed it back to Okonkwo. Fionn says, please let things stay as they are. Here's O'Connell. Mullin does well to get to that pass, actually. It wasn't the best, and he draws a foul from McCann, who continues his pattern of moaning to the ref when he's clearly fouled his man. That's why, you know, referees are human.
He's just booked him.
He has, good.
Yeah.
I mean, no offence to the bloke, but I mean, he should have been booked for that very late tackle that he on, was it Cannon? Mullin is staying down as well.
It's just the way he's sort of like me. I didn't kick him, as he quite obviously did.
And if you remember, he was the guy who clearly gave a foul away in the left back position in the first half and went crazy at the ref when it was clearly a foul. So he's been campaigning for a yellow, and he's got one now. Free kick in midfield to Wrexham. Lee now down the left, and Garrett's just working hard to come back and track him. Ball's picked up by O'Connor, dinks down the line, nice now. McLean's got space, only Palmer in the box though. He swings it in towards Palmer, just beyond it. Barnett with a volley! Oh, what a goal! Ryan Barnett hits a screamer! He scored his first goal for us on Tuesday. It went in off his nose. This one is a right-footed volley from a tight angle that would make Marco van Basten blush. Maybe I'm pushing my luck saying that, but what a goal!
What a screamer, Mark, and the place erupts. What an atmosphere! What a club! This has been amazing.
Oh my word!
Contact with the ball. It's just straight in the corner.
Just brilliant. Bang! Corner of the 6-yard box. He lets himself drop down so he can control the volley. Leans away from the ball and just smashes it cleanly with his right boot. Perfect contact. Keeper beaten. Inside the side netting. Oh my word, that is a goal. 5-0. Are you going to be surprised if I say this is our best result against Forest Green?
No.
Fair enough. So Forest Green again. Oh my word. And what a lovely day for us, what a horrible day for them. As they shift the ball around, McCann in midfield, working it backwards. And that's another pass that goes the problem. Lee is after this, and Jones does, well, he's a bit lucky, he falls, but manages to sit on the ball and turn away from Lee, and then Mullin fouls him. Free kick taken quickly. Don't know why they want further punishment. In this, across to Moore Taylor. Wrexham happy to just hold their shape and wait for Forest Green to come to us. As Susan Device says, husband and I will be at the racecourse for the final match, but we'll take promotion today while we're here in Indianapolis. Yeah, good, absolutely right. If we can get promoted before the Stockport game, it's going to be a hell of a party. A little bit of a heavy touch by Cure. He was in control, actually, to be fair. McCann plays a neat little pass to Jones in the centre circle. Wrexham just getting their shape back. Let's get that proper clean sheet for Arthur now that we squandered on Tuesday.
I'd like number 6 now, please.
Yeah, please.
You sure not bored though?
No, I'm not bored.
Ball's knocked long. Deutsch knocks it straight to Palmer off his chest, and he scoops it over to Cannon. Cannon feeds it quickly on to Barnett now then. McLean's bursting in at the far post. Barnett has not got into a position to cross though. Wrexham working it patiently. Cannon lets Barnett take over. O'Connor, that's like Van Evans to O'Connor. That's me anticipating. Lovely touch by O'Connor. Takes him past his man. Someone screams behind us that there been another goal in our favour. As O'Connor shoots, it's deflected off Keogh for a corner.
He's been very effective from corners today, so we'll take that.
McLean's looking disappointed he didn't put the ball through to him then, to be honest.
He wants to get a goal, doesn't he? He gets the short corner. Lee is offering. McLean feeds him. Lee, left hand side, sweeps it across the Cannon. The crowd seem to be reacting to something. As Barnett rolls it down, Cleworth in space on the right, pulls it back to Cannon, it floats it into the goal mouth, and it's volleyed. That got a fair way into the box before it was dealt with by Innes. Attempted give and go by Barnett's inaccurate, and Cannon fouls his man. Any score updates, chaps?
None whatsoever. I'm just impressed about how cleanly struck that Barnett hit that ball in for that 5th goal.
Oh, beautiful, isn't it?
We haven't seen a goal like that at the racecourse for a number of seasons. To hit it on the volley with such...
It was a beautiful goal. As the fans sing "Are You Chester" in disguise. To Forest Green, not Neil. Long ball forwards. Cleworth heads it into midfield. Lee pops it down. Evans first time. That's nice. Palmer to Mullen. It's all first time. Mullen gives it away though to Jones. And the ball's fed forwards.
But look how Wrexham swarm around the players. Look, and
fantastic.
just giving no time on the ball.
And we won it back here, but Palmer's offside. He can't touch it, and so he leaves it. And McLean chased his own pass.
Lee should have just carried on with that.
Yeah. I don't understand why they did give offsides, because maybe Palmer's interfering.
Over the ball, so
he was standing by it, wasn't he? And I think, he could have been judged in the way. Love this tweet from our good friend Barton Bank. In 2004, he did his first ever commentary with me at Milton Keynes Dons. It was in League One. He is to 2024. Other results dependent. Brilliant. Yeah, I remember that well. At the Milton Keynes National Hockey Centre, which is where they played before they built their swanky stadium.
Yep, Gillingham are 2 up now. And Mansfield. The Mansfield MK result is still the same as earlier.
Right. Mansfield have got to watch, but MK Dons have got to get 2 as Dabo plays it well. Looks a long way offsides, and the flag eventually goes up.
Unfortunately, the liner was so behind the game then.
I think he was just waiting until Jones touched the ball, which is what the directors do, isn't it? So Wrexham fans are loving this. Carson Parkinson's will give him a wave. Ah, dear. Happy days.
Could be a late night gaze, couldn't it?
I think it's going to be. The pubs in Wrexham are going to be happy.
I think so. Here is Cleworth now, deep in his own half. They're approaching the 70th minute mark. I sound like I'm talking to myself there. O'Connor lifts it over the top, easy for Innes, who nods it down neatly to Jones. A very bound to McCann. Jones is to his left, he goes right instead. Doesn't pick out Osadebe. It's headed firmly clear, and Wrexham pick it up again. Mullen decides to run, he's got nothing ahead of him. Good strength to hold it up under pressure from Osadebe. Lee's unlucky, but Evans picks it up. Lovely first time ball out to Barnett. First time diagonal for McLean, left side of the box. Wrexham putting on a show here. McLean cuts inside, a lovely little ball around the corner. Mullen, unlucky, tries to play the return pass, and when it's intercepted, he can't get to it, but he's pressuring Garrick and forcing him into a clearance.
What did he give a free kick for there?
I don't know what Mullen's been penalised for there, I've got to say.
Very strange decision.
Couldn't see anything there. I was aware I was disappearing into a lovely little hole. I was like, a lovely ball, lovely little ball, lovely little ball, but it was just great to watch, wasn't it? I'll improve my vocabulary, I promise. It's Keown coming forwards. Beer says, we all must have been great in our past lives. I'm not sure I earned this in this life. Oh yeah, this is great, isn't it? Wrexham defending on a long ball forwards. Cleworth heads it away comfortably. Barnett helps it down the line with his head. Cannon, as ever, chasing. Can't get there though, and it's a decent burst by Robson down the left. He's got 2 men on him though, and he's tackled. The Wrexham fans behind the goal seem to be enjoying anything but the match at the moment. They just
in party mood, aren't they? Already?
Exactly. Throw in taken. Fed back to the halfway line. Keogh is there. Dabo's come narrow into midfield. Keogh uses him in the centre circle. He turns and drives forwards. Doidge makes a run. Dabo keeps going. Good surge, and he looks for the reverse ball to Doidge. Beautifully intercepted by O'Connell. But the ball out is intercepted by McCann. Dabo again chips it in, and it'll dribble out of play, will it? Yes, it will. Was that the Forest Green fans shouting shoot at him there?
I think so.
I don't want to say this because it feels a bit off, But is Dabo playing to impress now? He started coming inside and dribbling, rather than thinking about his role. I don't know. Anyway, Wrexham are going to make a double change. If this is to be that wonderful historic day, how fantastic that Jordan Davis will be coming on. But first, it's Ollie Palmer getting another standing ovation. He will be replaced by Stephen Fletcher, just the bloke you want to see coming on. And Cannon will be given, I'm sure, a similar reception when he's replaced by Jordan Davis.
Both players have been excellent today, haven't they? And put a foot in wrong.
Yeah.
Just a shame Ollie Palmer couldn't get a goal today.
It's exactly right. I was going to say, Jay.
He has been excellent, hasn't he, Palmer?
He has. He's won so many heady balls.
And that was the fans singing Cannon's name. Brilliant shift again by him. And yeah, if this is to be a special day, having Jordan Davis on there makes it a little more special.
Definitely.
He's gone into that right-sided midfield trio role, which is interesting because he's normally, when he's played in a free, played on the left-hand side. As Okonkwo prepares to take the goal kick. 72 minutes played. Looking for Fletcher straight away. Headed away firmly by Keogh. Davis wins header. Lee has seen McLean in space and pings it out to him. As he has to come across to Dabo has come to him. It's swept to the far post and Fletcher attacks it, and it goes off target for the goal kick. It was a bit out of his reach, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, I think maybe Davies got in his way a little bit of eyesight, but yeah, another great ball in by McLean. It's impressive how the Wrexham players, how many get forward,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, our mobility, as Aidan B. Island said, our fitness levels are remarkable. Is Garrick under pressure on his edge of his own area, could run into trouble. Sensibly goes back to Reyes, the keeper, who, to be fair to him, wasn't but a foot wrong, but he's had no chance in this sort of game. The situation, has he? There's McCann on the edge of the box looking for Dabo, and he goes back to the keeper as well because McLean was bearing down on him menacingly.
We're not giving any outlet whatsoever, which is really good to see.
Played short again. Jones pops it off, and Innes manages to get a forward pass. Garrick under pressure though from O'Connor, who does well to turn away, still in his own half, works it to the left, and it's carried forwards by Moore Taylor, looking for Doidge, who runs across the edge of the box. He's got Robson outside him and pretty much walks it to him. Forest Green having a rare spell of possession in Wrexham's half. McCann helps her on again, a little bit of space for Dabo. He's come central again, joining in midfield. It's rolled into the edge of the box. Poor touch that by Callum Jones. Wrexham clear, but Innes nods it down nicely to Dabo. Miss-hit pass, and there's just a little sense of calm as everyone.
Yeah, well, we don't have to break our necks anymore, do we? We don't have to chase that ball down so quickly, and we can just relax and maybe see what happens first, whether we can break it again and get a 6th goal.
100% correct. Ball over the top's a dreadful one, and McLean has time to nod it down to O'Connor. O'Connor turns. Lee has dropped deep. Forest Green are committed a fair few players forwards to put pressure on Wrexham. Doidge is trying to pressure Okonkwo, who launches it long. Fletcher will chase that. Does really well to get that ahead of Keogh. Ball spins kindly for Taylor Moore though, and he feeds it backwards. Keogh. Wrexham delighted again as noise goes up. Ball picked up on the left hand side by Robson. It's gone weirdly windy, and to me the audio coming through my headphones sounds a little bit wobbly. So if that's the wind, I don't know why, but sorry everyone. Forest Green just having a little passive spell of self-protection really, as Lee intercepts and then tackles and then pokes it onto Mullen brilliantly. Only Fletcher in the middle. Mullen looks for him early and it's blocked by Innes. Dabo manages to poke it forwards, and Garrick, because he's playing up front, so he's battled so well. He's had so much of the ball deep in his own half. Has carried it forwards, he's got no help, and he puts it under pressure. We just got him running into a trap there, didn't we, down the side of the pitch?
We're closing their players down so quickly and giving them no time on the ball.
They're just playing the safe passes, aren't they? It's damage limitation for them.
Yeah. Garrick actually won a throw. He managed to knock it off Wrexham play. He's done very well there.
Yeah, I thought it was a Wrexham throw, to be honest.
So did I. Yeah, I didn't realise. But goodness me. what a show Wrexham have put on here as the throw-in's taken. Again, Wrexham just congest the space straight away, and Lee can't quite find Evans. Doige now on the halfway line. Wrexham, again, those fitness levels all over the ball. Dabo's done well to get it out of there and fling it back to Keogh, the centre-back. Keogh fakes to go one way and then pings the ball in to the feet of Osadebe in midfield. Can laser off. Wrexham just happy now. Keep our shape in our half.
Just run the clock now.
Yeah, we've won this game. No problem there. I'm still relying on the BBC website's latest scores, so I've no idea if they're accurate. They're saying 3-0 to Gillingham now against Barrow. I think we can forget about that game. Garrick swoops it to the right-hand side. Everyone else, Debbie to Garrick, who's level the edge of the area, pulls it back. Osadebi's followed up his pass and swings in a cross, helped on by Doige. It'll be kept alive in a tight angle, pulled back, but too strong for Doige. Bounces through, and Garrick, well, maybe that's the first shot of the game. He got no power on it, not headed it down towards his feet.
Just an easy catch for Okonkwo, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the first time he's had to make any kind of save in the whole game, I think.
Yeah, I guess that's a shot, but it isn't a save, if you see what I mean. It was just an easy take, wasn't it? Like Ruby Slippers bouncing the ball off the wall for Bo, whoever or whatever Bo might be. Okonkwo knocks it long. Fletcher jumping. Keogh beats him. Ball drops loose. Fletcher's after that and protects it. Throw to Wrexham, 25 yards out.
To cover the ball there.
Yeah, exactly. Barnett has the ball in his hands. Forest Green are preparing at least triple substitution. It might be a quadruple substitution.
Yeah, I'm surprised they left it so late, to be honest.
Yeah, true. You go on, lads. You got 15 minutes. Let's get a point.
Yeah.
Throw-in taken. Fletcher can't hold on to it. Clearance is controlled beautifully by Evans. Now Wrexham on the right. Barnett's cutting inside. Pokes to the edge of the area. Oh, Mullen, was he fouled?
I thought he was fouled late.
Looked like a foul. He stayed down. He was unlucky. He tried to slide Jordan Davis in. Mullen's not moved, and the referee, well, he put his whistle to his lips as if to call the physio on, and then spoke again to Mullen and walked away. So I think Mullen
play on.
I think Mullen just says, I don't need the physio, because he was definitely going to blow his whistle. So I think Mullen said, don't bother, mate.
I'm hard as nails.
Yeah, that's it, innit?
I've had a punctured lung, I'm alright.
Exactly. You can't hurt me. Dabo. It'll be it will be a quadruple substitution. You don't get many of them to the pound, do you? It was a mistake again. Fletcher now squares to Mullen. Early return pass forces Fletcher wide. He's on the left side of the box. McLean in support. Lee on the corner of the box as well. McLean drives between two men, pulls it back to Lee. Will he curl it? He will, and Mullen lunges at it. And if he got a touch, I think he'd have scored.
That would have been a goal if he'd got a touch on that. A good strike from Lee as well.
The shot went just wide of the far post. But yeah, you're right. Mullen stooped. The keeper was committed, and if he got a touch and deflected it on target, I reckon that probably would have gone in.
Yeah, any kind of contact that would have gone straight in the back of the net. Keeper wouldn't have had a chance.
It was nice work, wasn't it, by Fletcher and McLean? So, Forest Green making changes.
Yeah, no hurries to get off the pitch either, are they?
No, they are not. It's painful for them. So, off. Well, we see McAllister is coming on. We've got, who else coming on? Robson's come off, the left wing back. And Osadebe is coming off. Maddox is coming up. Also coming on, well, beg your pardon, Callum Jones was there. Thompson's going to come on as well at full back. He's the player whose injury they were managing, so it seems slightly odd to bring him on at this situation. He's on for Dabo. Wrexham have got that familiar double act, Bolton and Marius, ready to come on. They always seem to come on at the same time, don't they?
A bit like Ant and Dec, you mean?
Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah. So Forest Green with half a new team, trying to get forward. Snappy little pass by Thompson. There's a good one, and now here's McAllister bursting down the right. Bit of energy here. Squares it though and puts it behind everybody, to the delight of the Wrexham fans. Good work to keep it alive though on the left side by Maddox. He chips it and puts it behind for the goal kick. But a spark of life there from Forest Green, to be fair to them. and it was 3 substitutes involved in it.
Yeah, they needed to try and produce something for their travelling fans. Yeah, that was a nice little moment.
The moment being the opposite word.
I don't know if it was worth coming though, just for that.
Yeah.
I'm paying £20 for a ticket now.
Yeah. Well,
at least they brought more than they did last time they came to the race course.
so true. You have feelings about that, don't you?
I certainly
You
do.
got into an argument over that, and they. Right, here we go. Mullin, of course, will make way for the usual standing ovation. No doubt Barnett will be the other player to come off as Bolton comes on. Brilliant again from Mullin. Brilliant. What a leader.
Yeah, he's back to his good old self again, isn't he?
Yeah, totally.
He's unplayable sometimes.
So he comes off. What a performance from him. And Ryan Barnett will be replaced by Luke Bolton. What a week for Ryan Barnett. 2 goals. What a goal by Ryan Barnett.
Yeah, fantastic goal.
That'll be contender for goal of the season, I'd have thought.
Yeah, brilliant, wasn't it?
An incredible performance by him today. Been in excellent form.
So Bolton for Barnett, Marriott for Mullin. The alliterative substitutions are made. And Okonkwo will take the goal kick. And remember, everybody, alliteration is the repetition of sound, not letters. It's a common mistake people make in English. And it could be, doesn't have to be at the start of the word. Always a teacher. Oh,
I just noticed in that far corner the fans are already congregating. Cheering in the corner there.
Forest Green decide as Okonkwo takes the goal kick to make another change. Callum Jones comes off. On comes Harvey Bunker. One of my favourite names in football, Harvey Bunker. I think that's where they found Saddam Hussein, isn't it? Okonkwo will take the goal kick. Steps up. There's a real hubbub, isn't there? Anticipation around the crowd. Okonkwo knocks it long. Powerful header clear by Innes. Sends it high up in the air, actually. Well won. And Marriott nearly got in there. Intercepted edge of the area. Fletcher, lovely take. Helps it on. Lee helps it wide to McLean. Drills it in. Marriott! Wrexham gets 6. It's Marriott! At last, he's got that first goal of the season.
Oh, I'm absolutely delighted.
Oh, yeah, he's going crazy down there.
He's had such good work rate when he's come on and he's played.
Yeah.
So happy to see him get a goal today.
Brilliant that. Brilliant that. The crowd are loving it. He has worked, like you say, so hard for this club. He's done his bit. And he's got his first goal. Lovely breakaway. Lovely ball by Fletcher. Lee latching on, helping it on. McLean pinging it in. And Marriott. I mean, that's what good strikers do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Attacked in the near post with pace and slammed it in.
You can see the quality that he's got, and he's just needed to get over the line, get that first goal. Hopefully it's first of many for Wrexham.
Exactly so. There's still 6 minutes plus added time left. Wrexham have equalled our best win of the season, 6-0. Come on, let's keep going. When we were promoted in 1978, of course, it was with a 7-1 win over Rotherham.
Wow.
So let's try and better that, eh? I think that 10-1's out the window. But the Wrexham fans are loving this. Forest Green in their own half. Mansfield still winning 2-1. The Barrow game's over. There's nothing they're going to get out of that. They're 3-0 down with 10 men. Now then, the ball works out wide to the right-hand side, and the ball in towards the edge of the Wrexham box, intercepted by Lee. Throw in.
What an achievement, guys. 2 consecutive promotions.
We're not over
Haven't done it yet.
We're
I
not
know,
done it yet.
but yeah, it's a big possibility.
Yeah. Oh, true enough. Bunker back to the halfway line. Well, I got that bottle of Gers I said on Dragonheart that we'd have.
Oh, yeah.
I think there needs to be a Dragonheart this week if things go our way.
Oh, maybe at that new establishment.
Well, there you go. McCann, we're making plans for them already. Wrexham fans again singing about promotion. The volume's fabulous. It really is. The ball is picked up on the left-hand side and driven long, too long, straight through to Okonkwo. And Wrexham can look to go forwards again. 6-0 to Wrexham. And to think we were a bit edgy before the game, weren't we?
Yeah. You've got to say, what a performance by Wrexham today. regardless of the opposition, you've got to give the players a lot of credit.
Oh gosh, yeah. Palmer heads down the tunnel. Yeah, there's a big empty space in the top right corner of the stands because the fans will come on to celebrate. Regardless of whether MK Dons can pull themselves back, we're in such a position now as a Okonkwo. Another long kick. Keogh gets in front of Fletcher, puts it out for a throw, which Evans, if he wishes, could propel towards the box. Don't think he does wish to. Bolton will take it. As Aaron Hayden is walking down the front of the stand and getting applause from everyone. Ball fed back from the throw-in. Cleworth thinks it towards the edge of the area. Marriott, lovely touch. Fletcher can't quite take it in his stride. And when you got technique like him, that's saying something. The ball is launched clear. Throw into Wrexham, right-hand side.
It's just panic mode, isn't it, with Forest Green whenever we get in their third of the field.
Understandably. They've not been given a moment's rest once Wrexham decide to press them, have they? This is spectacular here. The noise, the spectacle. Oh,
it just feels so special, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? Long ball forwards by O'Connell, looking for Marriott, trying to run in behind, and he's knocked it down. Fletcher, first time hit, big block that. The keeper was scrambling. That was on target. That would have been a contender for goal this season as McLean's strong tackle puts it out of play. That was something, wasn't it? Long ball by O'Connell. Great little back heel touch by Marriott, and then Fletcher went for the first timer from 25 yards, hit it with viciousness. Big deflection as Wrexham win it back again in Forest Green's half by McLean. Here's O'Connell going back to Okonkwo. Okonkwo on his right foot again, goes long. He's looking for Bolton. He's overdone that. Goes into the crowd. 2.5 minutes plus added time left. And Wrexham have turned up. Photographers moving from their position behind the goal, anticipating a celebration. Oh, everyone's cheering again. What's happened elsewhere as the cross comes in and Okonkwo backpedals and takes it casually high above his head.
Yeah, come on. Definitely all cheering. Somebody's got it on.
The fans are going mad here. Right. Come on, guys. Get Googling.
4G's getting hard to get a connection here.
The crowd now, listen to this. Wow. Fabulous noise.
It's another goal for Mansfield.
Another goal for Mansfield. You know what? I don't attempt fate, but I think we're going up. I think there's 11,000 people around us might just be right. As the ball's fed to the halfway line. And worked wide and inaccurately, and that kind of sums up Forest Green, doesn't it? They have not been competitive. Neil said worst team that's been here in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I think so.
100% agree. So Wrexham are now what? A minute plus added time away from securing back-to-back promotions for the first time in our history. To come up to League One, as the ref gives a free kick there, Wrexham look like they're going to nick the ball away. To go up to League One and get promoted with 2 games to spare, I would argue, is one hell of an achievement.
Yeah, I think most fans were, I was expecting us to, just survive in League One, League Two, and just find out our feet. But they've far surpassed what I expected them to do.
I've got to be honest, I expected us to be
maybe playoffs
up here. I really did. But having said that, to achieve it is amazing as Marriott and Davis are pressing Forest Green and they win it back. Now then, Wrexham got a chance to burst forwards. Fletcher's dispossessed. That was unlucky. Forest Green only clear as far as Evans, who pings it into the crowd. The most un-George Evans-like touch I've ever seen from him.
It's just brilliant to take in the atmosphere now.
Oh, isn't it just?
And even both sides of the temporary cop are now filling with fans.
Yeah, brilliant. We've been able to bring extra player fans in. 6 minutes of added time.
Where is that? Well, I guess substitutes. This is a sub-man.
I mean, I am surprised.
Yeah.
Jay, did you just say 4-1 to Mansfield?
4-1 to 1.
It's over, people.
It's over.
We've done this. Oh my God, this is fantastic.
We are in League One.
We most certainly are. That is isn't that incredible?
it's going to be party time at Crewe next week as well, I would have thought.
Yeah. 2 rather nice parties coming up, eh?
Oh yeah, the Stockport game with both teams promoted is going to be just a celebration of football, I think.
Well, it's going to be when we win the league.
Wow, it'd be
Don't
nice.
you worry. As Forest Green are building out from the back. What a day. A day of days in Wrexham's history. Mr. Reynolds, Mr. McElhenney, I'm sure you're watching.
Yeah.
Can we just say on behalf of all Wrexham fans, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. As Forest Green get it into Wrexham's box. You hear my voice. Again, it's Evans who clears in extremis, and a poor header allows Fletcher to drive forwards. He's got Marius in support. Fletcher draws men to him and just gets the pass wrong.
Yeah.
I think it was clipped a little bit from behind. The ref didn't give the foul, probably correctly.
He should have released the ball a little bit early, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think he had to, didn't he?
Yeah.
You know what? I can forgive Stephen Fletcher pretty much anything.
But yeah, I reiterate what you said, Mark. You know, Rob and Ryan have done so much for this club, this town, and all the new fans we've got out there now. You know, it's such an achievement.
It's just wonderful to be part of it.
I started following Wrexham the season after the famous 1978, the great season. But this is matching it, and I feel like I'm experiencing what it must have been like. We clinched that with a 7-1 win over Rotherham as a long-range shot from Innes, and it's poured away by Okonkwo, headed back harmlessly, and Okonkwo makes a bit of a drama of catching it.
I'm quite emotional already.
You know, I mean, honestly, we have been, you know, that 7-1 win against Rotherham,
you know,
must have been amazing, and I was there, you know, the season after I was watching Wrexham. This must have felt so much like it.
Yeah, but
wonderful.
To go through the mill like we have done, Mark, and come out the other end.
Absolutely.
And win 2 back-to-back promotions, and we've got to thank, as you say, our lovely owners for doing that, and this team. Absolutely.
As Lee is clattered in the middle of the pitch. Ref doesn't give the foul.
Yeah,
he may have to stop play though. Forest Green player trying to get him off. It's knocked down the right-hand side. Forest Green looking to come forwards. Maddox pulls it backwards. Lee is slowly getting up. He's okay. The ball squared by Thompson. Will there be a shot from the edge of the area? No, because of hard work in the middle of on the edge of the box. I beg your pardon, I thought it was Marriott then for a second. It was Marriott. He's covered in for Lee. Well done, Marriott. Ball floated in poorly and headed away comfortably. O'Connor. Davis hooks it over his shoulder. And it's cleared back in. Davis wins a good header. Now, here's Lee. I'm sorry, but I want us to get a 7th. I want it to feel like that Rotherham game. Ooh, it's a hard tackle in midfield again. On Davis this time. Referee's okay with it. The ball is worked forwards. McCann has space to run. The fans are massed on the sides of the pitches. The ball swept into the box. O'Connell heads it wide, away from danger. Bolton can't keep that in. Throw in.
The fans are just a little too close to the pitch.
They're on the edge of the box, kicking it away.
Yeah, the referee allowed it to carry on at the moment.
We've had 6 minutes added, and we've played nearly 4 of those. Long throw in towards the near post, headed away comfortably by Evans. Lovely touch by Fletcher. Marriott surging forwards. His touch just too strong. Innes does well to intercept. And now here's McCann squaring it.
I guess those fans putting themselves in danger as well from a hard shot as well.
Be a pretty bad shot. Oh, I see they're behind the goal as well now. Fair enough. Here's McAllister, edge of the Wrexham area. Wrexham back defending. Long range shot comes in. Good save by Okonkwo. And O'Connell gets the rebound. Flag was up anyway for the rebound. The first shot would have been a goal if Okonkwo had made a very sharp save low to his right.
Yeah.
Shows he's still concentrating. That was a really good stop, to be fair.
Exactly. And after last Tuesday, when his defence switched off and he lost a clean sheet, he was always going to be determined and switched on, I think, wasn't he? Okonkwo to take the goal kick then. Plays it short to McLean. We've got a minute of added time left, and then the party can begin. McLean long, Marius challenging in the air. Hasn't got much chance there. And now a breakaway chance for Forest Green, perhaps. Davis fouls his man. Free kick in midfield.
He didn't need to do that, did he, at all, really? But there we go.
Well, you know, it's like I'm saying about Phil Parkinson, you want to keep professional. As there is the final whistle! The fans were on the pitch. Wrexham win, and surely, as Ollie Palmer runs on the pitch as well and jumps onto the kids some kids in the crowd. Surely, as we wait for confirmation, we are up. Unbelievable from Wrexham. How on earth have we achieved this? I mean, what a remarkable 3 years. We nearly got promoted. We won the National League with the most points any team has ever managed in the top 6 divisions of English football, and now promotion again. Guys, that's something else, isn't it?
It is marvellous to watch. All the years I've been watching Wrexham and all the various places I've been, you know, that 2004 season where administration was announced and disasters, I never thought I'd see this again.
Yeah.
I mean, last season's promotion was special. It was really special because it took us so long to get out of that league. But, you know, to achieve it 2 seasons on the trot, it's phenomenal. You know, I'm choked because, you know, this club means so much to us, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just thinking for you, Neil, as well. I mean, all the work you did in the dark days, the commuting from Cornwall, you know, it's fans who've made that sort of commitment, as I see it, at the end of, that it means so much to.
Oh, definitely so, you know. I mean, I wasn't the only one. There was a lot of fans out there who, you know, went out of their way to save this club and secure the future of this club. And we all did our bit. And that's what this makes this so much more special, you know, with our owners. We couldn't ask for better owners. And we've got the best fans in the world.
Che, are there words for this?
It's the old fans, it's the new fans, it's for everyone from the town. Everyone is associated with the club worldwide now. This is special. We've got a really special community here. Back-to-back promotions. Probably one of the best Wrexham sides ever. This is special. Yeah. This is special.
Oh, yeah.
Drink it in. Enjoy yourselves tonight, Wrexham fans, because you don't see back-to-back promotions very often.
Well, we've never seen a back-to-back promotion. This is the first in our history, and we go back quite a way.
Clubs in general, it's very rare, isn't it? It's special.
Absolutely. So, in the middle of all that crowd, Mullin is at the front, standing up and celebrating with the fans. And in the middle of it, facing him, is Ryan Barnett sitting on the fans' shoulders. He's loving it too. We got a Welsh flag, we got an Irish flag. Fans from around the world have played their part in this. Wrexham Football Club, wow. What a time to be alive, eh?
Yeah, just to see it all.
Incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. And we've seen such a show today as well. We've earned promotion in the grand manner. 6-0 against Forest Green. Who couldn't go? What's that?
Roy Cuffin's there.
All right, nice one. Brilliant. Yeah, we all look out for familiar faces as the fans fill the pitch celebrating. Just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And now, like you said, I mean, that's a real treat, isn't it?
Just to really enjoy football, really.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm starting to enjoy football now. I've got to be honest. I could get into this.
You know, to see, well, this is in less than 12 months to see the same thing yet again, you know, on the pitch. And with such a comprehensive performance, you know, and 6 goals.
Yeah. It's just remarkable, isn't it? Absolutely remarkable. What this club has done, what Rob and Ryan have brought to this club, I mean, it's amazing. And I think back, you know, Andy was talking about the bleak times and, you know, when we entered administration, which was 20 years ago. The point I always think back to, I remember sitting in a hotel room listening to us getting beaten at Peterborough and with 2 men sent off and thinking, we're finished as a club here. We're absolutely finished.
At the lowest, yeah.
And now...
And then the ultimatum when we had to fork out £100,000, fans raised that. I mean, we have got such wonderful fans of this football club. Unfortunately, we've lost a few of them over the last few fans of this football club. And I think that's why the Americans have taken to us when they come to this town, this city. we take them in our arms as well and welcome them. And every American you speak to that come here, they love the place as well. And you can't not love Wrexham.
I love that. That is a beautiful, beautiful line. You just can't not love it.
It's just marvellous to see all the fans on, celebrating.
Oh, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Truly is. Listen to that.
I mean, guys, we've also got to think about, poor Forest Green. They've got beat 6-0. We've got their commentators sat next to us, and their fans have got a long trip home. And we've been in that place. We've seen relegation, and we know what it's like to get knocked out of the Football League again.
Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely. And results were bad for them. Certainly when I last looked.
Yeah. I mean, it's very reminiscent to the game last year against Yeovil when they came here, and we relegated them at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. We have a habit of. We really don't like the Southwest, do we?
No, not at all.
I think we probably have sent Forest Green down, but that's football. You know the rules when you start.
Very true, very true. Can't help have sympathy for them, but you got to enjoy these times, haven't we?
Yeah.
As an Andy Cannon lookalike walks in front of us. Nice one. Brilliant. Wrexham.
Probably a good day to open a bar in Wrexham, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I suspect.
There'll be a few bars and pubs in Wrexham will be very happy tonight.
Yeah. Fans are, like I said, waiting on the pitch.
I don't think anything's going to happen today, guys.
Well, there can't be a trophy presentation because there is no trophy.
No.
The plan, as I understood it, was to clear the pitch and then have the players come around and there to be like a champagne opening in front of the dugout. But if the fans don't leave, I guess the emergency move could be the old traditional thing of they come out on the front of the director's box to wave to the fans.
Maybe so, yeah.
But this has been, I mean,
O'Connell's still not off the pitch yet, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be said, the way that we have finished this season is absolutely fantastic. Oh, yeah, there's Bill. Nice one. Hey, they're very happy. Is that your mum there, Che?
Yes, it certainly is.
She's going nuts, and quite rightly. Brilliant. Yeah, Wrexham have got promoted with 2 games to spare as well, and I really want to emphasise that.
Yeah.
That's a hell of an achievement to jump up and do it with 2 matches to spare. We can enjoy that now. We can punish Crewe, and then we can win the title against Stockport. Why not, eh?
Yeah, why not? Why not? One can dream.
I think it's a big ask to form Stockport to win.
One can dream, one can expect, pal. Oh, these scenes, eh? These scenes are brilliant. There's Kenny from South Park being hoisted above some of these heads. He's gone down back again now. You can catch a glimpse of him. Oh my goodness. I mean, the level of achievement, the quality of play in this run-in as well. We brought in quality players, and some people have been concerned, well, we've been concerned at times about sort of patchy form, especially away from home. There was a point around February where we lost 5 in a row and I think lost a bit of confidence for a time.
Yeah.
But the fact is that these are quality players and these are experienced players, and so they just stepped up. And when the going got tough and all the teams at the top are dropping points, we put our foot down on the accelerator, and that's why, I'm not joking, I think we'll win the title on the last day. If we don't, I don't mind, but
it'd be brilliant to see it lifted here, but
the way that the players have responded to this, the way that the manager has handled things and built things up so that we've built to this crescendo, absolutely outstanding. The work of the backroom staff as well, because what Rob and Ryan can definitely influence is the quality of backup staff, coaching staff, keeping people fit, helping with preparation. You see the fitness levels, as Aidan B. Ireland pointed out quite rightly, is phenomenal in this team. We kept going to the end of the season, we keep going deep into games. We have an announcement now, let's see what this is. I don't know if you can hear that.
They're basically asking to clear the pitch.
Right, so they're going to look to stick to the original plan, and the fans are starting to make their way slowly away.
I think most are drifting off as well.
Yeah. Wow. What a day, eh? What a day. We're happy with that. Goodness me. You know, when you think back as well, I mean, we had a little wobble, but our home record again is outrageously good. Stoke Kairas in League One next year is going to be somewhere you don't want to go, isn't it? It's intimidating to come here.
And I think there will be changes in the summer, but I think we'll come out a very strong team.
Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely.
This is a special era for Wrexham, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Two promotions back to back. It's just this is special. The club is one of the most unique, special clubs in the whole world at this moment in time, and we're a part of it. Everyone's a part of it, no matter where you're from, and it's just. I am lost for words.
Your mum's still going nuts down there, Jay.
Yeah, she is. She is.
And again, I wholeheartedly endorse her.
Yeah. Rightly so.
Well, a lot of fans are drifting away, but there's a hell of a lot still here.
Yeah.
So exactly what will happen, I don't know. But there's the match stats they'll be revealing. Forest Green got 4 shots in the end, God bless them. We had 21. Wow. It just shows how we eased off at the end, that they actually ended up with 45% possession.
Seriously.
But that's because the last 20 minutes... I mean, I'm slightly surprised by that, but the last 20 minutes we were happy to step off and let them have the ball, weren't we?
I'm very surprised at that, to be honest. Very surprised.
But, I mean, a great performance by Wrexham.
Yeah.
Got that opening goal, Lee doing so well to stretch in the goal mouth and prod the ball home. And that just got the party started, didn't it? By that point, when it was 1-0, you know, I said don't tempt fate, but it did feel a bit up one, didn't it?
Yeah, it certainly did. And I think it took the tension out of the game, you know, once we scored the first goal.
I think it was Che who said, was it, that we, obviously on the stream, get that very satisfying sight of us in second place. And we're 8 points clear now of Milton Keynes in 4th. You can't catch us. 2 games left. Happy days.
Wow.
Yeah,
breathtaking.
It has been remarkable, hasn't it? Absolutely remarkable. You know, and you look at players who've made, so many players made such big contributions. You think of Arthur Okonkwo, who now we can offer a contract in League One to, if you see what I mean. But,
you know, he's such a cool head.
Yeah.
For such a young age, he's such a promising talent. You could go through everyone in the squad this season. They've all played their part and all been excellent at times. And
especially the last 2 games, they're both. Every player on that pitch has been absolutely superb,
incredible.
What I'm saying is that we've now got better leverage to offer him a contract because he'll play in League One now.
They too. Yeah.
Hey, do we get another bus tour?
As long as we don't have to pay for a fee for him.
Well, he don't. He's out of contract, isn't he? So
in the summer, though, is it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, do we get another open top bus tour? That'd be cool.
Hopefully.
I'd accept that.
And I believe maybe the players might be going abroad, yes again?
Yes, they are, aren't they? Yeah. So, is he to celebrate? Right, well, I don't want to commit the boss's money.
No, nor do I.
Oh. Right, Rob. Sorry, Chage, I can't.
Rob McElhenney's an SWXN.
Hey!
Go on, you read it, Matt. It's your honours.
I can't read it. My contact lens aren't working.
He says, "Hey, Matt Griffiths, notice you're reading tweets. My son and I just wanted to say hi from Los Angeles. Quite a lovely day, huh?"
Yeah, not a bad day, Rob. Thank you for that. And hello, Axel. And that is absolutely superb. Thank you very much. Yes, I will say, Rob, we feel you've done a pretty good job here.
Oh yeah,
that's our considered opinion.
We'll give him another year here.
Get yourself some 4 walls down here tonight, mate. Because I'll be doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, you've earned it. You live it as much as we do.
Yeah,
nice one. And also, if you ever want someone to play like Danny DeVito's dad, I'll do it. I will do it. I will do it for cash.
Cash in hand.
Cash in hand. Yeah. Don't tell the tax man. The IRS just don't need to know. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But the fans are thinning out now, and like I said, the plan is to have a presentation in front of the dugout. But, wow. I mean, I know I'm boring and old, but, you know, my mind goes to watching Wrexham when I was a kid against Hartlepool in a freezing cold Tuesday night, and there were less than 1,000 people
Halifax
there.
was even the same, still on the cop on a freezing wet February night.
You know, and then you look at this, and then you look at those years in the National League, and I've been really, last couple of years, sincerely asking myself, if Robin Ryan hadn't come in, how much longer would we have been in the National League? Because I always used to think we are a big club in that context, and ultimately we will get out. But, you know, looking back at it, you start to wonder
how much longer would we have been there. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Mark. We could have been, you know, there for many a season and just survived as a fan-owned club.
But we've always had the potential, haven't we? We always look at this. We've always had the potential. You know, we cover half a country.
Yeah, the fan base is there.
The fan base there. Look,
we cover half the world.
Yeah, we cover half the world now. Yeah, which is beyond our wildest dreams. But it's just amazing that Rob and Ryan have seen the potential in the town and us and the people, and you know,
just need to double the size of the stadium now, don't we? That's
that'll be a simple operation.
Job for them,
another thing I'd like to raise that you guys have quite rightly made very clear is that teams raise themselves to players. We've had all season to face sides that are really seeing us as their big match of the season. We consistently, our away games, teams sell out and have their biggest crowd of the season, obviously. It's astonishing that we've also had to take that on, if you will, and play against sides who are so motivated and hyped up to players. And
a lot higher quality than the National League level, you know what I mean? You can't make mistakes at this level. Next season's going to be even tougher, but I really do trust this group of lads. I trust the manager, and I have a feeling next season's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun too. Yeah, as you said. Go on, Mark. What are you going to say? You're going to.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay.
I just look keen.
You always look keen.
Hey.
But no, I mean, you were saying, you know, every club that we've gone to away has had the record attendance when Wrexham have turned up. You know, and they've always sold. Most of them have sold out, which is, you know, it shows the draw of Wrexham Football Club. And you know, next season's going to be even bigger when we go to possibly the likes of Birmingham and places like that. If they get relegated.
Shay's keen to go to Birmingham, aren't she?
Yeah, Birmingham will be a very. You know, it's just to be able to be in the same level as, you know, Derby County, potentially Birmingham, Rotherham, these big sides week in, week out. It's going to be special.
Bank Holiday Monday.
Bank Holiday Monday wouldn't be bad at all, would it? That would be a lot of fun. That would, you know, Shrewsbury next season.
Who?
Yeah, Tractor Boys, you mean?
Yeah. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait.
Yeah. I think a bit about Shrewsbury. There is a manager that left us to go to Shrewsbury, and I'm just pleased we are a big club in Shrewsbury. You'll see us next season.
Sam Ricketts, you're not letting that go. Good lad. There will be some sort of presentation. Like I say, as I understand it, it's going to be like a champagne presentation in front of the dugouts. They've put barriers up. I mean, I've got to be honest, they made of string, so I reckon if someone wanted to get through, they probably could. But they put barriers up, and there will be a celebration. The cameras are down there.
I think the sign says it all coming on the pitch.
Oh, yeah. What's it say? Promoted. Yes, 2024. You're not wrong there, mate. There it is. Yeah.
I've got many words, but that one will do nicely.
Yeah, that's a good one. So we can add P to our Twitter names and social media names now, can't we? Yeah. It'll be Pruby Slippers now. I don't know what that means. I hope Bo's okay. Whatever or whoever he is. They're putting the promoted thing on the centre spot, but the barriers in front of the dugouts, I think, are purely for the photographers, I guess. So. Yeah, it's still a decent amount of people all waiting, all with their phones ready to capture their own little special memory of this. And then the row in front of us There's a little baby asleep on his mum's knee.
Yeah.
Oh, cute. I was going to turn the camera and I thought, I better hadn't done anything. A bit weird. See Fleur Robinson on the sides of the pitch. And this club, like I said, has been sure-footed with the appointments off the pitch. But wow. The noise the fans are making. Right, here we go, I think. Let's get ready to enjoy this. And out. Well, first come to Wrexham to welcome to Wrexham cameras. I think we're about to get going here. Oh man, what a noise, eh? And silence with the Wrexham national anthem.
Yeah.
It's like commentating on Coronation for the BBC, this, isn't it?
Just waiting for something to happen.
Yes. And now we see Dame Amy Davis in her fetching purple high-vis jacket. By
They're
Givenchy.
laying out the flags nicely by the promoted sign.
Yeah, let's drag them back out and get them to do a guard of honour. Eh? Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? Get off that coach. Never mind, you've got a 5-hour journey. And here come the heroes, led out by Paul Mullin. Mark Howard. Don't forget the role he played this season. At the start of the season, he was outstanding. He was. Mullin, 2 more goals today. Brilliant. What a scene. And there's already dad dancing going on, the crucial factor of a promotion. Let's not forget players like Aaron Hayden, who was cursed by injury but did ever so well. Max Cleworth, who has grown so much. Bolton and Marriott, who arrived in the transfer window and have made a real contribution. Marriott getting his first goal for Wrexham. How brilliant was that? And still they come. Palmer, a man who knows how to make the most of these sort of situations. Last seen last season, of course, in the back of the boot of a car going through Wrexham. George Evans, what a signing George Evans was. I mean, honestly, what a quality player.
That's one thing Ferguson has got right, is the players. You can have the money, but getting these players in and getting them here, that's made the big difference.
100% correct. 100% correct. And there's the champagne. Wrexham have done it again. Amazing. What a scene. You know what? The amount of champagne getting spilled in that centre circle in the last year, Charlie must be going nuts. We had the women's team last year, we had the men's team last year, we've done it now. When we beat Stockport and win the league, we'll do it again in a fortnight. Oh my word. What an achievement. Elliot Lee, he scored more goals this season than any other season in his career. James McLean, what a man to bring in to push that promotion forwards.
Yeah, you know, an experienced head, you know, his engine, everything. He's brought the charisma to Wrexham. What a signing he's been.
Ryan Barnett. When the going got tough, he scored 2 goals. One with his nose and one a screamer. And here they are now, making a lap of honour for their adoring fans. They come to us first in the Wrexham Lager stand. What a team this is. What wonderful times they give us. And what a time to be a Wrexham fan. Listen to that crowd. Absolutely magnificent. Tom O'Connor, who has been outstanding at the back. Owen O'Connell. Those players out there, they've done us proud. They have absolutely done us proud as they head towards the temporary Kop. Wasn't it brilliant to get those extra seats in?
Yeah, for fans to see it and watch it all.
Yeah, exactly. More people able to share that.
Well, chaps, it's been a pleasure watching this season with you from here. As I say, I've got 2 young kids, so I'm going to have to make a dash because I know my wife's
Part-timer.
So it's been brilliant to watch. Fabulous.
Brilliant. As the families come running on the pitch now as well.
Oh, what special memories for their kids.
Isn't that fantastic?
Luke Young as well, who's been such an important part of our club for years now. It's so amazing for him to get back-to-back promotions. Exactly what he's earned. Wrexham legend, for sure.
Still the club captain. You know, I mean, a guy who has embodied the club for so long and all that's good about it.
Well, a legend.
Yeah, 100% correct.
I think there's a few on that pitch that could be classed as Wrexham legend.
Gosh, yes.
Sorry guys, you were talking about that and I wasn't listening.
Luke Young.
Oh yeah. I would like to see him come. I know he's near the end of his career as like a midfielding coach or a coaching position within the club.
He's got a few more years in him, yes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Let's not forget that James McLean just playing football with his kids.
Yeah.
He just can't stop playing. That's brilliant, down it. Such enthusiasm.
It's nice they've all got their wives and their kids on the pitch with them as well.
Yeah. A couple of other people that should be mentioned as well. Ben Tozer.
Yeah. Of course,
I mean, Tozer has done really well this season, and he has borne with good grace the fact that O'Connell has taken that role in the centre of the defence.
The depth in this squad is tremendous, isn't it? It really is.
And then also Will Boyle, who
Yeah.
came in with a huge stint, didn't he? Just when he was needed.
And Will Boyle, for me, has got to be one of the most impressive players we've had this season because he did have a rough start. Let's not beat around the bush.
He did.
And it shows a lot of character to turn around and drill out some of the performances he's had.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Wrexham fans still making such noise. They're in front of the Stoke Cold Brew coffee stand now. We've put in a few caffeinated finishes in front of that goal, haven't we? And they now make their way towards us again. But what a wonderful occasion, what a wonderful day.
It'll happen again next Saturday at Crewe, there'll be part of the atmosphere.
That'll be a hot ticket.
Then we've got the huge game here then against Stockport, the final game of the season.
Yeah, it turns out it's Stockport, not Notts County, who are our big rivals in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rising with us.
Yeah.
Yes. Mullen gives his customary salute to the Wrexham fans after another great day. There've been so many here. Oh, what a privilege it is.
Yeah, and all the the international fans who've come to this game, and I know there's a number of them. What an experience for them.
Yeah. Oh gosh,
after this, they'll be totally hooked. Totally hooked, line and sinker.
I think if you've come from a different continent to watch us, you're probably already hooked.
Yeah.
but wow, yeah, exactly. What an experience.
Yeah, because they don't experience anything like this really as in back home in the States, and I think it's just a wonderful, wonderful occasion.
Oh, isn't it just? Listen to this. The Conquo drinking in the song. Fantastic. When he's talking about people who work hard without getting the attention, and someone who would never look for the attention either, but I'm just looking down by the tunnel. I see Geraint Parry there, and I mean, that guy, he is the best of the best.
He's Mr. Wrexham FC.
I mean, he would do anything for the club. He has done for decades, and I'm just so glad he is able to be part of this and enjoy it.
Yeah, and he should be. He's a long-standing person who's been at this club for as long as I can remember, Mark.
Absolutely, yeah.
And as I say, he's a good racing driver as well, so he told me.
Say again?
He's a good racing driver as well.
Oh, he's brilliant. He'll get you to Gillingham in a couple of hours. Brilliant. Steve Parkin, let's not forget him, and the rest of the coaching staff have been brilliant. I mean, he's an experienced manager, never mind assistant. And he's done his part. Oh my word, what a day.
As well who've attended this, that's how I...
Say again?
The kids have attended this as well, That's how I got hooked in my first game as a child, coming to a Wrexham game, and you just love it.
Yeah, same here. When my first season was the 02-03 season. I've been hooked since. These kids, the new generation of Wrexham fans, it's going to be tremendous for them, isn't it?
Yeah, and the supporter base is just expanding all the time. And I was talking to somebody this morning back in Whitchurch, and they're saying, we should really start a Whitchurch supporters group, even though we're in the Shropshire one. There's so many Wrexham fans in Whitchurch, and that's growing all the time.
Well, I've enjoyed you giving the updates on that and how Wrexham have started to overtake Shrewsbury in Whitchurch, a town that's sort of in between. And yeah, I love that.
From Whitchurch to West Virginia, we are everywhere.
We are.
I tell you what, US tour this summer, summer after, tour of Whitchurch.
Hey, yeah. Maybe just one team we can play in Whitchurch, maybe. And that's
well, fair. There must be some school teams we can warm up with. There's James McLean there. Oh, Luke Young. Oh man, it's fantastic, isn't it?
And Max Cleworth, we've got Max Cleworth has come on leaps and bounds since he was called on.
Were they just pushing him in front of the fans again? Yeah.
He's such a shy guy. And he's just come on such a long way. He was called on to come in, and he's very, very rarely put a foot wrong. And for him to score that winning goal at Colchester last weekend was just the icing on the cake for him and the pinnacle for him. And he's still a young lad, he's 20, 21. And he's got a huge career ahead of him, and he's not a local lad, but he's come up through the academy here at Wrexham, I believe.
Oh yeah, I mean, fairly local as well, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, the way that he has performed at the end of the season, to be fair, in each of the last two seasons as well, he's come into the team in the second half of the season and done really well. But now, that development and that experience, well, I mean, he's fantastic, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's got all those players around him to help him with that, and that's developed him, and he's, and I think that's, we've seen a number of times here where the opposition try and target him, but he's such a good quality player.
Yeah. And that goal you mentioned at Colchester, that's set up this week, hasn't it? If it's a draw, then we've still got a lot to do. We're not promoted now, but that's set up so much.
Yeah,
fantastic. There's Will Boyle, Elliot Lee, scored so many goals, of course.
As you say, there's so many great players who've been kept out of this team because of our, the quality that's out there.
Yeah, and then as well, just seeing there Callum McFadden, who only made one substitute appearance in the league, but it's got to be said, I mean, the guy wasn't registered and he's taken it with good grace, and again has continued to be a good professional and was there when we needed him.
Exactly. Just great professionalism all throughout the squad. Seems to be a really good environment that Phil Parkinson's created, and just such a core base.
Yeah, the attitude amongst the players, I think that, they all love each other. You can see the camaraderie there between them all. There's no animosity, they play as a team, and you can see that today. You saw it on Tuesday, and that's all down to Phil Parkinson and the personality he's actually brought into the club has just added to that.
The Irish players there waving the tricolour and posing, and Paddy, welcome to Wrexham's main man on the ground, managed to get himself in there as well. Yeah, brilliant. Anthony Ford as well, who sadly picked up an injury, but the quality he gave us in that first half of the season, another player, we shouldn't forget the role he's played.
Of course.
There's so many of them, isn't there?
There is.
Kids doing cartwheels in the goal mouth.
Half our team we played last season are now on the bench,
Yeah, amazing, isn't it, really? You think of the standards that they set.
Yeah.
And also, although they were released, players like McElhenney and Hosanna, who certainly played their parts and played their parts this season at times too. There's been a real, like you said, Parkinson doesn't tend to have misses in the transfer market, does he?
He brings in good players, with good mentality, and who are obviously good lads. Who, they're such a together bunch there, isn't it? This is why, for me, this squad has got to be up there, pound for pound, one of the best Wrexham sides ever.
Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely.
It's got to be second best at least, in my opinion.
That feels like a podcast, that.
Oh yes, that does feel like a podcast.
Teeth into that.
With our Wrexham manager Mount Rushmore as well.
Oh yeah. The as well, a player we should mention that we haven't yet is Sam Dalby. Now Dalby has got one of the best assists to minute ratios in the division, and I think some people have not appreciated him so much second half of the season. I think that's very unfair. I think when you think about how he tore Mansfield apart in the FA Cup, for example, he's made a lot of good interventions. He hasn't got as many goals as last year, accept that, but it's a higher level. He's still young.
Yeah, he's still a young player, isn't he? There's a lot of potential there.
And a couple of recent games, he's come on and he's made an impact as well.
Yeah.
So, a lot of respects to him. He's most definitely played his part.
There's poor Mendy there hobbling on his crutches, look.
Oh, Mendy, yeah. Well, there you go, Mendy.
And they're singing the Mendy song and he's loving it. And so he's played such an important role as well.
Absolutely, yeah, there he is in his crutches. Bless him.
Speedy recovery for him, we need him next season.
100%. Absolutely agree with that. Oh, man. Jordan Davis there, of course, part of the celebration. It was good to have him on the pitch when promotion was secured. It feels appropriate to me.
It does. It's great to see local players involved.
Yeah. Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. And this club just keeps going on and delighting us, sometimes surprising us. But it's an amazing journey. And we're all so lucky to be part of it.
We are. I keep saying, week in, week out, we are very privileged what we do here at Wrexham.
Oh, yeah. Incredible. Yeah, the players, looks like they may be starting to make their way off, perhaps as... Well, having said that, some may have to go off because of the urine test, of course. There will be a couple of randomly chosen players.
Of course, yeah.
So, yeah, that's true. Fabulous, this. Absolutely fabulous.
See all their kids having a game of football, on the pitch.
Yeah. Oh, they're having a great old time, aren't they, those guys? Hold on. But where's the goal you're aiming towards? Just playing football for the fun of it. And that's how it should be. Brilliant. And the die-hard fans here, what stories they must be able to tell. We've all been through so many differing experiences, but this town has been energised by this football club, by this football club's ownership, and we can celebrate.
Yeah, but it's a ripple effect to the surrounding areas as well. It's had the same effect on the surrounding areas across North Wales. I mean, there was a lady on the radio this morning from Aberystwyth who are huge fans, and that's a catchment area we've got really from Newtown across to Aberystwyth and the whole of North Wales. So there's such a massive catchment area out there for Wrexham fans, and it's growing all the time. And this year's being Canberra for tickets. Next year's going to be more difficult.
Goodness me, yeah. These will be some nice big away ends we can go to. Phil Parkinson getting interviewed. That's what the round of applause was for, as he gets interviewed in front of the dugouts. But
yeah, I'm sure Sky might have had a report here today just in case we did get promoted today, which is what's happened.
Yeah, exactly so. It's been emotional. And still those kids play. Go on, son, finish. Oh, what a tackle that was. You see that in front of the goal? It's in. Oh, great work.
They all look about the same age, fair play to them, don't
they? They do, don't they?
Future Wrexham players, guys.
Oh, there's a thought. And while we carry on to win the title, of course, the women's team have had a magnificent season, and they've got a Welsh Cup final coming up.
Yeah.
Also got a replay now of that tackle, I think, have we? Look at that. Oh, a challenge that was. That is a proper dead embrace tackle, that is. Yeah, the women's team have got the Welsh Cup final coming up as well. Yeah. And that's massive. I mean, goodness me, if we could win that would be a hell of an achievement. They've done so well. There's so many Wrexham fans in that team who will have been here today as well, and will be as happy as anyone about it. And if they could put the cherry on the top, wow, fantastic. What a club, what a vibrant club.
Oh, of course. Look at that, seeing the players there singing with the Wrexham fans, clapping with them. Look, what a sight.
Fantastic now, isn't it?
They deserve it, the players there, don't they? You know?
Oh gosh, the hard work they put in.
Oh, yeah.
The stick that all professional footballers get when something goes slightly wrong.
Yeah, you see the stick they had after the Doncaster game, and fans are fickle, aren't they? Very fickle.
But to be fair, I mean, I've often felt bothered that Wrexham fans were fickle, but since the takeover, the fans
are even more fickle.
No, they haven't. They've been remarkably solid and keeping in their belief. A number of times we had the bad start to a game and they've got behind them. The Wrexham fans, I think, have also, appreciated what they got and have risen to the fact that they're supporting a special club, and so they want to do it that Todd does. No, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Definitely 2 weeks today, there'll be another big celebration.
Yeah.
Season.
100%. Well, Mullins making his way in now, it looks like. And it may be that things start to peter out, but what an amazing journey we've had. I've got to say as well, I just want to say that we, as we said earlier, are so lucky to be part of this, and our depth of involvement is massively enhanced by the Ask Wrexham community and the way that fans interact with us while we're commentating and outside games, and I think that's a lovely embodiment of all the positives about this takeover, that everybody pulls together, and there's a lovely, as the players are now coming in, a lovely shared sense of community, and that's exactly what the owners wanted. And it's an honour to interact with such good people.
Of course, another amazing thing about this club, the Aston Wrexham community has been amazing this season, and I'm looking forward to next season now. We can relax and enjoy the football now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, definitely relax for the next 2 games. I look forward to Crewe because it's classed as another derby game. They're not that far away. Well, for me anyway, it's 20 minutes away. Crewe is about the closest coming to Wrexham, so that's an early kick-off next Saturday, 12:30, isn't it? So the American listeners will be up early next weekend.
Oh gosh, yeah. Wow. Well, what a day it's been. What a wonderful day. An amazing day in our history.
And I couldn't think of better people to share it with.
Oh yeah.
Cheers, Neil.
Good friends.
Yeah.
Well, we're all very lucky, I think, to have this opportunity in our lives. So few people get to experience this sort of thing.
That's very true.
It's been unbelievable. Yeah. And there's 2 more games, as you say, to go this season to enjoy. So
I think I need to go celebrate.
I think you should. Yes, absolutely so.
And I've got to do my quip and tabernal, so...
Oh, that's right, yeah. Absolutely right. I might remember to post it this time.
Well, I may have to scarper and celebrate somewhere.
I need to go and spend a penny before I finish off my quib band because, But yeah, it's been a great day, guys.
We're still on air, guys.
Enjoyable.
Talking about public urination.
Enjoyable afternoon's football.
Fabulous, yeah.
Some great goals. I mean, it's happened so quick, the Barney goal, that I can't wait to see the Barney goal again on the highlights, because that was such a wonderful, well-taken goal.
Absolutely, it was an absolute beauty, wasn't it? Yeah. So we'll sign off there, I think, because we're all getting a bit messy now, aren't we? we need to go and celebrate properly. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves as much as we did, with the final score of Wrexham 6, Forest Green Rovers 0. We are Mark Griffiths, Che Long, Neil Williams and Andy Parkinson, who is now halfway down the A5.
If he's got out the car park.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, from Wrexham AFC.
The new season's nearly here and the opinions are getting stronger.
We've got serious pulling power now.
What? To get the top 2 players now?
Aye?
It's like I've been saying, if he settles the squad, we'll be back on top.
Only this time we're going for the quadruple.
You are joking, aren't you?
The time for talk is nearly over.
With over £4 million in free bet giveaways and huge price boosts, kick off your season with Sky Bet. That's betting better.